Chicago team, since they have beat the Rattlers twice last year, if I'm correct on that.
Indeed, you are, sir.
And you know, they might come in and say, "Oh yeah, okay, they're 7-1. They got lucky." Well, I'll tell you what, there's nothing lucky about what this team does, and they'll come right down to the very last seconds to win. They haven't been out of a ball game yet. Of course, they've won. And the game that they lost was only by 1 point, and they would have won if that field goal didn't get blocked,
or the 2-point conversion would have been hit in the last few seconds. So two ways to win that one.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I mean, there's just a lot of ways. This team is literally a point away from being perfect at 8-0. But let's also talk about what else is going on around the league. We've got a couple of those games going on involving division teams right now. Here's one for you. Might shock a few people. Milwaukee leads Utah 30-13 early in the second quarter.
Wow.
Milwaukee is not the best team passing.
Right.
And they're up by 17 on Utah. Then again, it's early. That score is subject to change.
Right.
San Jose and Pittsburgh, that's SaberCats got a 48-40 lead over Pittsburgh in the third quarter. Pittsburgh's hanging strong with a lot of good teams. They may be a surprise team out of the American Conference. Also right now, Orlando's taking care of Cleveland 49-26 with about 4.5 to play in that one. Cleveland comes here in 2 weeks.
Looking forward to some. Looking forward. Hey, listen, you know, Coach said to us a couple weeks ago.
Whatever you want, whatever you need, the low price is guaranteed. You can have it now, you don't have to wait. You can buy a lease to own the Aaron's way. Nobody beats Aaron's, nobody, nobody beats Aaron's, nobody.
Rules of the game brought to you by Napa. Napa know-how. 8 players per side on the field. Players may be offense or defense. The clock runs non-stop until the final minute of each half. No punting. No stunning or twisting. One receiver may move in forward motion before the snap. Rebounds off the net are allowed. Players can be tackled into the wall. And that's the rules of the game brought to you by Napa. Napa know-how.
They've won 8 straight, and their only loss is to the Rattlers, so Arizona needs a win tonight to keep pace with the Sharks for a potential #1 seed overall on home field all the way in the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's big. You have to look into the future, and obviously this team's ultimate goal is to win the Arena Bowl, and it'd be a wonderful thing to have it here in the U.S. Airways Center.
That would be great, too, because I don't want to travel.
Now, we like the home games because everyone who's come in here so far this season has left with a loss.
Yeah, with a long face, let's say that. So I expect to see tonight. The Rattlers. Why did they throw that at me like that? Oh, they shouldn't say they scared the living pants off of me here. But
well, they said things were going to be a little bit like the old days. Fireworks, yes, and the touchdown cannon is back too. So.
Oh yeah, I see that. They even gave Fang a haircut. But the thing is that. The thing is what I was going to say is this team, the Rattlers team, pretty much this whole season at home has started out very slow. Tonight what I want to see is a nice fast start because they're going to need it against this team.
You saw how they came out with a shoot fast against Kansas City a few weeks ago. They were up 21-7 after a quarter.
Right.
Got a 2-touchdown win on the road over a pretty good offensive passing team there in the command. And they need to get out of the gate quickly. You can't afford to have another game like you did against Orlando where 15 minutes were in the books and you were down 21-0.
Right.
Yeah, especially with the Chicago defense. They like to make plays. They're going to cause turnovers, so you don't want to get behind and really get in a hole with their defensive backs making plays.
Well, especially with the defensive back Chicago has, and boy, they are good. We'll talk about them in a few minutes here. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
That's good. If you want to come up at halftime, come on up. You might as well come up at halftime. We'll come back on earlier. All right, man. Let's go get him. Hey, if a Chicago Rush player gets close to you, clock him, okay? All right. I'm going to turn it on just so they hear it.
lineman from Portland State, number 55, Brennan Carlo. Offensive lineman from San Jose State, number 54, John Booker. Fullback from Northwest Oklahoma State, number 32, Odie Armstrong. Wide receiver from Miami, number 3, John Gathers. Wide receiver from Washington State, number 23, Brandon Harvey. Wide receiver from Western New Mexico, number 1, Ron Windsor. And your quarterback from Cincinnati, number 10, Nick Davila. Assistant coaches Tommy Kawhi, Cy Burley, and Omar Smith. The head coach of your Rattlers, Kevin Guy.
We are back in the U.S. Airways Center, more commonly referred to in the Arena Football League as the Snake Pit. And as soon as we have our national anthem here, we're going to get ready for a good one, the Rattlers and the Rush.
Now to All America, the Rattlers ask that you remain standing and please remove your hat as we present the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by St. Joseph's Hospital Administration and employees, celebrating a milestone anniversary for 20 or more years of service.
Wonderful rendition of the national anthem as we're just about ready to go here from the Snake Pit. And I tell you something, looking around this building, there are a lot more fans here than there were last time.
That's exactly what I was looking at too. There are a lot more fans, a lot more
energy.
Exactly, a lot of energy. You got a 7-1 team that's finally starting to get noticed by the Arizona community.
Yeah, that's what right until tonight. This was Arizona's best kept secret.
Yeah,
7-1, and that one is 1 point away from 8-0. 1 point.
Yes, you're right. 1 point away from 8-0. It was it was a tough loss, but you know what? I didn't mind that loss so much because I hate to say losses build character, but there's a lot of characters on this team.
Yes, indeed there are, and I tell you something, though. As long as those characters all come together as one big cohesive unit, They can be as many different characters as they want to be.
Well, you know what? I think Kevin Guy has done a great job with this team. They have his personality. I've said that I don't know how many times this year. They all want to work hard. They all work hard. And all they ever tell us is what they have to do for the next game is
Work hard, practice hard.
exactly. So we're getting ready to get this show on the road here, and I'm looking forward to a very, very good game. Now, what we have to talk about is the kicking side for the Chicago Rush. The kicker is the brother of Robbie Gold from the Chicago Bears, and but the thing is, though, his results aren't quite as good, but let's see what he does tonight.
No, Chris Gold has not been good as Gold for the Rush. Plays kicker so far this year, 2 for 10. And has not hit anything longer than 23 yards, which will add a couple extra wrinkles to what the Rush may do if they're...
All right, let's go down to the coin toss here.
Tails is his call. Mr. AJ, nice and high, buddy. Tails is the call. It is a heads. Arizona has won the toss.
All right, well,
Arizona has won the toss and is elected to defer. Chicago.
that is not unusual. Arizona's won the toss and is elected to defer.
Which way would you like to
You usually see that quite often in the Arena Football League, get you that bonus possession out at halftime.
Yep.
switch sides, please?
So,
I look forward to let's get this game going here. I want to see it.
yeah, hey, as long as we got a second here before we get this party started, they're wrapping up the party in Orlando. Predators are going to knock off the Cleveland that just went final. Cleveland Gladiators 56-26. Gladiators 5-3. They come here in 2 weeks. They started out 3-0 and now they're 5-3.
All right. Well, hey, listen.
Hey,
that-
there's the
listen.
owner.
Yep. Listen, they're where?
What do we think of the opening, guys? Is that awesome?
Oh yeah. Let's hear him.
We're going to bring this back like the 90s and the early 2000s. Let's go, Rattlers! Go, Rattlers! Hey!
The owner and president.
Well, you just, like I said earlier, you feel the energy, you feel the crowd is just ready to get into this.
You know
one.
who he reminds me of?
Who's your mind, Joe?
Mark Cuban.
Really?
He does. He reminds me of Mark Cuban because he wants to be involved with the team and the fans, and he wants to show his excitement. And he has been a season ticket holder. I remember he said this from the press conference the other day, from year one.
Yep.
Or from day one. So
Yeah, so he has been in it ever since it
wait
started.
our statistician D over here has given us. You could say it. Here. No, they weren't around then. Maybe 88.
Team started in 92.
Team started in 92, so I think if it was from day one, it would be from 1992.
But while we're getting
Our
ready,
statistician. Sorry about that. Hey, are we ready? Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for some Rattler football? I know I am. And what that means is we got to get on our feet because we can't see.
oh, so true, Kingpin. Oh, so true. Well, we're on our feet, and you know what? Everybody else is too. Opening kickoff, getting ready to go here. Fabrizio Scaccia will kick this one off for Arizona. They will be kicking from left to right across your screen. Chicago right to left here in the first quarter. They have the white jersey, silver pants, silver helmets.
Yeah, let's do it.
And back deep for that return is going to be Jason Simpson, the defensive back. And he's going to be one to watch. We'll talk about him when the Rattlers get the ball on offense. Him and Dick Hall are two incredibly tough DBs to play against.
Les is just having a little fun.
All right, here we go. Scotch is ready. Simpson's ready. And away we go. Scotch sends that one high, deep off the right net. Fielded cleanly by Simpson, gets out across the goal line, dodges a tackle to 2, gets out to the 5, to the 10, where he gets knocked down.
Yeah, about the 14-yard line.
Riley Swanson is able to chop him off his feet, and that's where the Chicago Rush will start their first series. Their quarterback, Russ Mickna. Mickna, a rather good quarterback so far this season. He has 1,759 yards and 38 scores. 21 of them have gone to Reggie Gray. He wears jersey number 1. So look for Mickna to Gray tonight, as that's going to be a combination Arizona will have to stop. First and 10 Rush. Mickna drops back, and we have some flags.
False start. Not a good start for the Chicago Rush. Didn't want to do that.
Nope, backed up to the 9 there. And it'll be first and 15 now for Chicago.
I didn't realize that my scorecard was supposed to give me a paper cut.
It's full contact here.
Now I'm bleeding. First play of the game.
Iron Man football. Iron Man football. Okay, Gray's going to go in motion. Mickna drops back. Short slant to the left over to Dillon. Dillon tries to get out to about the 15, the original line of scrimmage. He gets there.
Yeah, he got to about the 16-yard line.
So he'll wind up gaining 7 on that play, bringing up a 2nd and 8.
I think that's what you're going to see here in this first drive are some short passes. And as I say that, watch him try to throw a long pass. But I think they just want to get the receivers feeling the ball, catching it. Thank you.
You just got to get your receivers in the game in general and see how that works. Man in motion is Dillon at the bottom of the screen. Mickna dropping back, looking, fires it up top to no one in particular.
What did I just say? I said once I say that, they'll try the long pass, right?
Seems our crystal ball is working pretty well, just like the way it worked with Kevin McCullough last home game. So, 3rd and 7 from the 16 here after Mickna floats a little too far there for Charles Dillon. He was the closest receiver. And we'll see if the Rattler defense can get one play closer to a stop. Coming in motion, I believe that's going to be Gray in motion. And another flag.
Another flag, and I think it's another.
It's going to be a false start on the offensive lineman, number 75, Vince Vance. There it is. Second false start penalty, and so now it's 3rd and 12 at the 11-yard line. And keep in mind too, this arena's been kind of quiet so far.
It is.
If this crowd can get into it more, they can keep backing the rush up. So 3rd and long here now for Chicago.
You know what I'm seeing on tonight are a lot of Cedric Bonner shirts, as he is the offensive coordinator of the Chicago Rush.
Mickna dropping back, fires over the middle, too far. That's incomplete. He was going for J.J. McKelvey, the former Rattler, who is now playing with the Rush. And that's going to make it 4th down and 12 to go.
Now let's see what the Rattlers can do. The Rattlers players are on the field trying to get the fans into it, because so far this is a very quiet crowd here in Arizona.
Now keep in mind, as we talked about earlier with Chris Gould and his inability in the kicking game, a field goal is not really an option here for Chicago. They're going to have to go for it on 4th and 12 on their own 11. Gray in motion, top of the screen. Mickna drops back. Rush doesn't get to him. Mickna fires it deep. That is going to be too long.
And there's a penalty flag. There was pass interference. There was holding on that play.
Now the question is it on Virgil Gray or is it on J.J. McKelvey?
No, it's on the Rattlers. Virgil Gray was all over him. Virgil Gray was holding him.
Well, not the kind of way you want to keep the drive going for Chicago, but 10 yards and the first first down of the night for the Rush. Their ball on their own 21.
And it actually looked like that ball was overthrown.
Yeah, it was a little bit high, but,
Yeah, you never know. It bounced off the screen, right?
Exactly. If it bounces off the net, it's a live ball.
Yep.
Dillon in motion at the top of the screen. Mickna pitches it over to the side to Johnny Curtin. Curtin running right. Gets about 4 or 5 yards depending on a little bit farther than that. And it's going to be second down for the Rush.
Yeah, looks like it's about second down and 4. Am I right on that? Yeah, looks close.
It sounds about right. It's going to be spotted at the Arizona 23.
2nd and 3 from the 22.
Okay, 7-yard gain. That'll work.
Yep.
Mickna dropping back. Quick pass to the left. Dropped
Drops
by
it.
Dillon. He heard the footsteps coming. Virgil Gray. Or was that Vince Hill? I believe that's Vince Hill.
Vince Hill.
Vince Hill over there.
Yeah, he knew he was going to get. If he caught that ball, he was going to get lit up.
And if Vince Hill was a step faster, he could have gotten that ball and run it all the way back.
Very easy.
Because the only thing standing between him and the goalpost is about 24 yards of green turf. So, another third down for Chicago.
This crowd is quiet.
3rd and 3. Gray in motion. Mickna dropping back. Fires for Gray over the middle.
Intercepted?
Tip. No, tipped by Virgil
tipped
Gray.
it?
Tipped
All
by
right.
Virgil Gray defending Reggie Gray.
Now, I couldn't see it. As you know, our seats sometimes are we have a difficult vantage point, but it looked like that was Virgil Gray, correct?
Yes,
It
Virgil.
looked like he almost intercepted that
He
ball.
got his hands on the ball but couldn't bring it in, so I guess it was very black and white when it involved two different Grays. Yeah, I had to say it once tonight. 4th and 3 at the 22 of the Rattlers. Rattlers looking for their first stop of the night. Gray's going to go in motion towards the bottom of the screen. Mickna drops back, looking, getting pressure, tries to roll away. Does so, fires it down the field for Gray. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Looked like there was a little holding on there in that offensive line, but wasn't called.
No, it looks like Mickna had a little bit of time there. Looks like Hawthorne tried to throw a defender away, and Gray was left a little wide open. Virgil Gray couldn't get there. Reggie Gray gets the touchdown, his 22nd of the year. 6-0 Chicago, PAT pending.
What I liked about that series, though, is nothing came easy for the Rush.
No, it did not, but it took a couple of 4th down plays, and we've got another flag here. This could be another false start penalty on Chicago. See what the call is here.
No call?
No call yet from referee Sean Hockley.
Defense number 70. That penalty's declined. Try.
All right, so it's declined. But so Chicago tried again. They're again gold on the kick. And Vic Hall is the holder. Something to keep an eye on tonight. Vic Hall is also a defensive back. Also played some quarterback at the University of Virginia. There might be a trick play in this game. Keep your eye on the holder.
I wouldn't expect it, though, on the very first
No,
series.
not right now. Gold's kick
It's
is
good.
good. 7-0 Chicago. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Now, please direct your attention to Red TV.
Hey, Nightman. Make sure to stop by the Rattlers sales table located outside section 122. Become a season ticket holder or get information on single game or group tickets. Enjoy the rest of the game, and thanks for being the best fans in arena football.
All right, back again in the Snake Pit. Chicago's first possession ends in a touchdown. They lead at 7-0. 8:54 to go in the first quarter. And the one thing about that drive that was a little concerning was that Arizona had Chicago pinned on 4th down twice. Let them off the hook both times.
Yep, that that wasn't a let's just say that wasn't a plus right there. But they've been doing that a lot lately, and that's been for the last few weeks. So, should you be concerned about it? Sure. You have to worry about it? No.
Well, let's get caught up here on another important score that's going on right now. That San Jose-Pittsburgh game. It's coming down to the end. 48-46 San Jose. 25 seconds left.
Wow. We have to keep our eye on that one.
We do. Dallas leads Spokane early on 7-0. And Milwaukee is surprisingly still up on Utah 33-13 over the Blaze.
You know, I don't know if you noticed this, but even though this crowd has been quiet so far, I don't expect that quiet. You know, I'm sure that this will turn into a regular snake pit crowd here in a few minutes, but there's still people coming into the arena. And, you know, I see them right in front of us. Folks are coming in. They're coming in groups of 5, 6 people. Here comes some more. And that's all good. That's all good. This, to me, looks like one of the larger crowds we've had this year.
This may be a 5-figure crowd of the snake pit. We've been, you know, the Rattlers have been close a couple times this year, drawing over 9,000. This could be a 5-digit night.
And that would be good.
Indeed it would. All right, so Gold's going to kick it off. Back to return is Virgil Gray. Kick wobbles over to the left. Off the net, Gray's got it. Out of the end zone to the 5. Got to see him. 10, 15, 20. Around the kicker. Oh, Gold.
He almost.
Gold
You know, I saw that one setting up. You could see that play setting up right there. And you could see that hole opening up. And as you saw, Virgil Gray almost ran it back.
Second look. Gold with the shoestring tackle to save the touchdown. But, boy, Virgil Gray nearly took it the distance.
Did you actually see the shoestring?
It was pretty darn close. But instead, it's 1st and 10 on the rush side of midfield at the 23, and that's where Nick Davila and company will take over. Pittsburgh is up on San Jose, 54-48, 14 seconds left, folks. How about that? Davila drops back, first pass tonight, looking left, fighting for Trandon Harvey, caught it at the goal line. Did he get in? No, knocked out of the 1. 22-yard completion there, 1st and goal Rattlers.
That pass was a little bit wobbly, but hey, listen, it came down in the hands of Trendon Harvey.
Second look on here, a little wobble, but you know he had a little bit of a cushion against the defensive back, and there it is. Nice catch there by Harvey. So 1st and goal at the 1, and I'm looking for the Odie Express.
You think so?
Oh, I think so. Odie Armstrong's been hot lately, had a couple touchdowns against San Jose. He had 4 the week before. It's time to ride the Odie Express to the end zone, and Booker's out there as a blocker.
And it is.
Odie plows right side. He's
but
in.
There's a flag on the play.
Pending a flag.
And it's off on the
defensive offside. That doesn't matter. So for the first time tonight, there's the cannon. Touchdown, Arizona.
Why'd they bring the cannon back? Trying to give me a heart attack?
Hey, it's all good. So 7-6 Arizona, 2-play drive there. Gets in the end zone. Odie Armstrong, the Odie Express from a yard out. Scotchion for the PAT. Snap's good. Spot's good. Kick is up. Yes, sir. 7:17 left in the first. Tied at 7. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Man in celebration of Hospital Week, the Arizona Rattlers and St. Joseph's would like to welcome all St. Joseph's employees in attendance at tonight's game. Thank you all for your hard work and accomplishments that have helped make St. Joseph's the best place to work. All right, ninth man, what do we have? Looks like a big, giant red fox is being brought on the field. Wonder what might be inside. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Arizona Cardinals. Give it up for Big Red.
Back again in the Snake Pit, 7-0 with 7:16 left in the first quarter, and apparently the other professional football team in town has decided to pay a little visit, sending their mascot Big Red over and shooting some T-shirts into the crowd.
Well, maybe I'll shoot a T-shirt over here, but you might as well have the mascot working since the football players aren't working.
Well, yeah, there's still no resolution yet in the NFL labor dispute, which is good for the Rattlers because, hey, you know what? Keeps Windsor, keeps Scotcha just a little longer.
His gun isn't working very good. It's not shooting those T-shirts up in the crowd very far.
Nope. But, you know, hey, the Rattlers.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that one's second deck. Yeah,
Nah.
Yeah, a little short. But, you know, the thing we liked about that Rattler drive, big return by Gray, nice pass down to Harvey, and Odie, toot. Don't try to get in front of him. He's just going to run you over.
Yeah, Odie's looked really, really good. Now that they've actually started giving him the ball more, and I think once they started, and that was really in that Utah game that we saw that he got the ball more times. He started just running over people, and in that game, nobody wanted to stand in his way. And this one here looked like the same thing.
I almost felt intimidated trying to interview him after the game. He's just that big and powerful. If you get that going full speed, oh, man.
You don't want to be in front of it.
Look out. That's why he was acquired from Tulsa in the offseason. He was the league's leading rusher last year, with good reason.
There's still folks coming in here, man.
Yeah, this is great.
This is a good crowd.
So, Scotcha to tee it off. Simpson back deep to return. And away we go.
Almost like the scoreboard. I mean, the overhand scoreboard.
Simpson going out to the left, breaks over the middle to the 15. Knocked down there by Gethers. And Hill also was in on the tackle.
And that was a good return.
Yeah. Couple good returns so far each way tonight.
Right. This Chicago team is not an easy team. They are a good team that they're playing here. And, let's just say this. There aren't a lot of bad teams in the Arena Football League.
No, there aren't.
So every game that you're going to see is going to be competitive. And remember, the Chicago team beat the Rattlers both times last year.
In motion is Marco Thomas. Mickna dropping back. Looking. Got some time. Fires over the middle. Almost intercepted by Virgil Gray.
That's almost two of them right now for Virgil.
And Charles Dillon did a better job of playing defensive back there to knock it away from Virgil Gray. Otherwise, he would have had another.
You will see some picks here if this continues out of the Chicago quarterback, because he's just lollipopping the football out there. There's no zip behind any of his throws.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, was zip. He's got to be throwing darts instead of just softballs. So we'll see what he can do here on 2nd and 10 as we tick under 6 minutes left in the first quarter. 7-all here at the Snake Pit. Mickna drops back, looks left, right, finds a man over the middle. That's going to be Marco Thomas. Flags come down as he gets tackled.
What do you think, they give him a horse collar?
No, I don't think it's going to be a horse collar, but I expect this to be a defensive penalty.
Oh, face mask. I knew it was something up there. I knew he got the defensive player of the Rattlers actually got his hand up high, but I thought it was horse collar. I guess he grabbed face mask.
Yeah, you see right there on the second look, Vince Hill grabbing the cage. I'll cost you 10 yards every time. So Chicago's going to have the ball, 1st and goal at the 6. So we'll see what the Rattler defense can do here. Dillon in motion. Mickna dropping back, looking left, fires it high. That ball almost picked off.
Yep, that's another play. Where the Chicago quarterback's trying to throw it up. It almost got picked off right there.
Yeah, second look at that one. 2 defenders were back there, Hill and Gray both. I mean, Virgil Gray's been all over the field, been calling his name quite a bit tonight.
You keep on throwing the ball like that, these Rattler defensive backs are pretty fast. They're going to run up and catch one of those balls.
And with the open field in front, they could run that all the way back. Dillon in motion. Mickna dropping back, looking left. That is deflected at the line and knocked down. 3rd and goal from the 6.
That was great pressure by that defensive line. It just looked like all I saw were white jerseys coming back.
Yeah, and if you're a lineman, reverse is one direction you don't want to have.
3rd down, 6 yards.
Now, the question is, can the Rattlers hold on 3rd down and on an ensuing 4th down as well? They've stopped Chicago twice on 3rd downs, but not so far on 4th. Gray in motion. Mickna drops back, looks left, going for Gray. Caught it in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Yeah.
Reggie Gray got ahead of the coverage, and it's 13-7 Chicago.
Saw that play developing, and you knew that the offensive receiver is wide open. And exactly, you don't want him wide open in the end zone.
Nope, Gray's second touchdown of the night. And Gould's going to be on to attempt the extra point as we're under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Snap's good, holds good. Kick is up. Off the upright. Gould missed it. 13-6 your score. 13-7, 3:40 left in the first. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
And now on the field, the Arizona Rattlers would like to welcome to tonight's game the Padres Youth Football Team.
Couple touchdowns, but I'm going to say it, they haven't looked that impressive.
And looking at the first drive Arizona had, they started to go through that Chicago defense like a hot knife through butter. Yeah, it's cliche, but it works. Just zoop right through. Gould ready to kick it off. Trandon Harvey is going to take his shot at as a deep return man. Gould tees up, looks a little short. Harvey at the back of the end zone comes out, across the 5, and that's about where he gets before he meets Kelvin Morris, the Jack linebacker. And that's where he's knocked down. We have a flag at the 17 of the Rattlers.
Yeah, let's see, we got, I didn't see anything on the field myself.
Well, we got a second look here, and kind of hard to tell.
Block in the back? I may have caught a block in the back there, but I'm not sure.
Right on, good, sure. Not the kind of penalty you want, but...
No, but it's not going to cost them that much anyhow. I mean, where are they going to get the ball, about the 3.5-yard line?
Yeah. So we'll technically call it the Arizona 4, and that's where they'll start the second drive of the night. Trailing 13-7. Windsor up top. Geller's on the bottom, and Harvey in motion. Davila drops back, looking, double pump. He's got Geller's far side out to the 15, and that's where he gets knocked off by Greg James. Gain of 11. That should be enough for a first down.
I don't know if you've noticed so far in this game, especially on the defensive side of the ball of Chicago, the receivers are playing way off. And they continue to play way off. Davila is just going to pick them apart.
It's just going to be dink and dunk over the middle all night long. Those corners have got to come up tight. Harvey in motion. Davila dropping back. Pumps once. Goes deep for Rod Windsor. He caught it. Touchdown, Arizona.
What a great catch by Windsor. And what a great catch by Windsor. But how about that throw?
That was an incredible throw. Second look at it. Davila up top. Hang time. And the defender falls down. And appropriately enough, Windsor knocks it up at 13-all.
Now this is really something, because this game, the first couple of plays for offense for the Rattlers have been long bombs, and you don't usually see that out of them.
No,
And
they are stretching the field, especially against two ball-hawking quarterbacks, one guy with 8 picks, the other guy with 7. Extra point attempt by Scotcha. Splits them. 14-13, Arizona lead. $1:52 left in the first. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty. Again in the snake pit, the Rattlers up 14-13. Quick strike offense. 2 drives, 2 plays each, 2 touchdowns.
I'm sorry, did you give me a final in that San Jose?
We don't, it's not quite final yet. We don't know. We're waiting for an update out of Pittsburgh. Last update was 54-48 Pittsburgh over San Jose.
Wow.
If the Pittsburgh power holds on, San Jose will drop to about 3.5 games behind Arizona if the Rattlers can win this one. That would be a huge lead in the division, and Utah is trailing at the half by 2 touchdowns to Milwaukee. Spokane's down by a couple points in the early going against Dallas. Everyone in the division is losing except us. Here's the kickoff into the net there. That's going to wind up being a touchback.
Whoa.
And
which Rattler player was that? That's Marquise Flood?
Yeah, hustling down hard and taking a little tumble there at the end of that run. But
yeah, he got cranked pretty good, but he looks fine.
Yeah, he's looking all right. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the rush 5, minute 45 on the clock, and they trail it by a point.
I'm looking for an interception on this drive by the Rattlers. Chicago quarterback keeps on lollipopping them out there. We're gonna see one right here.
Right at the top of the screen. McKelvey's going to go in motion. Mickey drops back, looking right, pumps, fires it for Gray. Did he catch it? I can't tell.
No, he did not.
Thank you.
He did not. He did not. And there's no zip on the ball out of the quarterback. Absolutely none.
Nope.
And wobbly too.
Yeah, he threw that one wide, and Gray would have had to plant his face about a yard deep into the boards to even have a chance of catching that one. And I don't think the padding's very tasty. Final minute of play in the first quarter. Arizona 14, Chicago 13. McKelvey, the former Rattler, in motion to the bottom of the screen. Mickey dropping back, looks left. Tries to go over the middle with it. That is deflected.
That got tipped.
Tyree Glasper got his paw up on that one and deflects it away. 3rd down coming up again for Chicago.
Again, good pressure by the defensive line. I'm sorry, of the Rattlers.
So 3rd and 10 at the 5. This is already the 4th time in this game Chicago's faced a 3rd down. They've only converted 1. It was a touchdown.
This could very well be the last play of the first quarter.
15 seconds and counting. And I believe we have a timeout. Yep, they're going to call a timeout with 8 seconds left. A little confusing, not sure why they do that, but they took it, so we'll take it with them. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
We want you back here in the snake pit 2 weeks from tonight, when the Rattlers take on the Cleveland Gladiators in a 7 p.m. kickoff. Tip for information at 480-985-3292 or by logging on to AZRattlers.com. The Rattlers and the Gladiators, Saturday night 28.
Rattlers holding a 1-point lead. And Chicago faces 3rd and 10 on their own 5-yard line. First timeout called to figure out what they're going to do here because they've been facing 3rd and long quite often tonight. 3rd downs of 12 yards, 3, 6. So those are all pretty long 3rd downs, now 10. Micknick dropping back, pressure coming up the middle. He gets rid of it. He's got McKelvey
and
too
there
far.
it is. What did I say?
Virgil Gray with the interception. He's still running 15, 20. Midfield.
Go, Virgil.
Gets to the
there you go. What did I say? Here is the pickoff coming. The only thing is, though, well, it doesn't matter. It's just the end of the first quarter. We still got the ball, and baby,
Now,
we got a Rattlers player shaking up down there.
and we've got a 1-point lead as well. So 14-13 Arizona after a quarter. Virgil Gray with the pick to end it. When we come back, second quarter action. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the AFL's hottest dancers, the Arizona Rattlers Sidewinders.
Back again to the Snake Pit, 1 quarter in the books. Arizona leading 14-13, and we finally got a final out of Pittsburgh.
We finally got a final?
We have a final. The Pittsburgh Power has knocked off the San Jose SaberCats 54-48. Pittsburgh quarterback Bernard Morris, a 31-yard touchdown pass to Jason Willis with 14 seconds left, gives Pittsburgh a win. That's going to drop San Jose a little bit farther behind the Rattlers pending the outcome of this game. And that is the kind of win that Arizona likes to get because it gives them some more distance. San Jose is now going to drop back to 5-4. If Arizona can hold on and take the win in this one, they're going to be 8-1, up 3 games plus a head-to-head victory. You might as well call it a 4-game lead if that comes to fruition.
Well, if that is good news, and you know, our opponents, our divisional opponents, are losing, and that's always a good thing, as long as we keep on winning. And hey, listen, we got the ball again, and just like I said, I expected a pickoff on that last drive, and guess what I got?
And for Virgil Gray, third time was the charm on getting that pick. So they start this drive on their best field position of the night, the 21 of Chicago. See if this will take more than 2 plays to get in the end zone. Harvey in motion at the top of the screen. Davila drops back. Fires it up top for Harvey. He almost caught it, but there's pass interference
There's
on the rush.
pass interference on that, yep. You're right. Chicago rush player, defender was all over Harvey.
So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty there. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Chicago 11.
10 yards, automatic, first down.
So the Rattlers get 10 yards closer. And we'll see what they can do here as they get deeper into Chicago territory.
We were talking about the Chicago rush defenders, that they had to really get up on the Rattlers, but I didn't mean that they should actually be on their back of the Rattlers.
You got to be a little more specific.
Okay.
Just a little. All right, 1st and 10 at the Chicago 11. Gethers in motion. Davila drops back, fires it deep. Gethers too high, and it's incomplete. 2nd down upcoming.
Davila isn't real happy with himself with that throw, as he goes over and checks the next play with Coach Guy.
Floated that just a little too high for Jason Gethers. And, you know, although Gethers stands at 6'3", he couldn't quite bring that one in.
He would have needed to be 8'3" to catch that one.
That's about right. So, 2nd and 10 at the 11. Rattlers up 14-13, knocking on the door, looking for more. Gethers in motion. Davila looks, fires it near side. It's going to be Windsor, gets to the 5, meets a couple of rush defenders, and that's where the play stops. And we got a late flag.
Yeah.
Face mask variety.
I'm not quite sure if it's face mask or a play on the offense. Yeah, it looked like a. I'm certainly right. That's what I was looking for. I can't even say it. Unnecessary rushes. I could see the late hit down there on the field.
So that winds up being a penalty that's going to move the Rattlers back significantly to the 16. Bring up about 2nd and 15. And we'll see what the Rattlers can do here. Check that 3rd down, my mistake. All right, Rattlers facing 3rd down for the first time tonight. Something new for them this evening. Harvey in motion. Davila drops back. Fires it for the back of the end zone. Harvey cannot get there, incomplete.
And again, he looked like the defender was on the back of of Harvey.
Fans want a flag. They're not getting one, and it's going to be 4th and 10. So now, what are they going to do? They're going to bring out Fabricio Scaccia to try and tack on 3 more points. Second look at that one, and yeah, you could have made a pretty good case for pass interference on that play.
It's all over him. Like a cheap suit.
So Scaccia's going to try and hit from 23 yards out. 12:43 left in the second quarter here. Snap, spot, good. Scaccia. He did not get it. So the interception by Virgil Gray goes for naught. Still a 1-point game. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Ninth Mandate's contest time in the stands and time for the Rattlers question of the night. And here's your host, Sean Preston and Big Red.
Thank you very much, Jeff. All right, before we get things going, let me introduce you guys to a season ticket holder since 1992, a devoted ninth man member. Give it up for Joe over here. Guys, give it for Joe. All right, Joe, let me tell you this is going to work. It's very easy. You just answer the next question correctly. You win yourself a fabulous Rattlers prize pack. Sound good? You ready to go? Here's your question, Joe. Let's see how you do. All right, in the movie The Wedding Crashers, I'm assuming you've seen it. Most of you guys have probably seen it. What does Chaz ask his mom to bring John to eat? What does he ask her to bring John to eat? Is it a steak sandwich? Is it B, meatloaf? Or is it C, pancakes? Think it over. Ask a couple thousand of your closest friends here. So what is it, Mike, man? Help them out. They're saying meatloaf. The peanut gallery says meatloaf. B, what do you think?
I'm feeling it. B.
He says B, he's going to go with them. Rattler fans, direct your attention up here to Rat TV. Let's see if you're a winner, Joe. Here we go.
You still got it.
A funny movie and a funny clip here. 12:33 left in the second quarter. 14-13 Arizona.
The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
Meatloaf.
The meatloaf!
Got to go for the meatloaf.
Absolutely, Joe's a winner.
Meatloaf for the win.
Check this out. For not only is he getting a prize back, he deserves it. Look at this tattoo. A Rattlers tattoo on the man's
That's a
arm.
fan.
So you're the voting member of the ninth man. Or what?
Yeah, he's branded for life.
For Joe. Congratulations. Thank you for playing the Rattlers.
Yeah, definitely is. So,
Back to some football. Let's go Rattlers.
clock.
I would never know why anybody would tattoo themselves and brand themselves for life.
Not for me.
Bob.
Not for me personally, but anyway. Chicago ball on their 5-yard line. It's where they started their last drive. It's where the last drive also ended, too, with a pick.
All right, here we go.
Mickna dropping back, looking for a receiver. Pump fake under a little bit of pressure. Throws it away.
Oh.
He's got Gray. Gray falls down at about the 20-yard line of the Rattlers. The only thing that kept him from scoring. And Mickna took a nice lick from Kevin McCullough. So McCullough got through. Second look at it here. And Mickna scrambling.
Oh,
boom.
yeah. He got clocked right there. That play took so long to develop. The wide receiver actually got away from Marquise Floyd.
It's going to be a gain of 25 down to the 20 of the Rattlers. And Chicago is starting to move a little bit. It's like Dillon in motion. Mickna, pitch over left to Curtin. Curtin takes a pretty good hit there. Gets ahead for about 3 yards.
Yeah, he took a good hit, and actually the defenders from the Rattlers here were trying to get that ball, weren't they?
Trying to force another turnover. But you even heard the crowd with the audible groan with that hit.
I felt it all the way up here.
I'm wearing my shoulder pads. I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Gray in motion. Mickna looking. Has some time to throw it. Fires it over to the right. He's got his man at the 10. And that's where Virgil Gray plants him against the boards. That's going to be McKelvey with the catch.
That's a third down, too. They didn't make the first down, I don't think, on that one.
No, that was only a second down.
Oh, second down? I'm sorry. But now it's third down.
Yeah,
I'm saying they did not make a first down out of that one.
Nope, they came up about a yard short. So now, third and short. Maybe it's time for another running play. But we know the Rattler defense loves to stuff the run.
Well, let's see. You're right. It is a running play.
It's Kelton, and he goes nowhere, loses one.
Absolutely. You're right. He lost. Absolutely nowhere.
So now on 4th and 2 from the 13, does the Chicago Rush consider kicking a field goal? Because Gould has not been good this year.
No, they will not kick a field goal. They do not have confidence in their kicker.
Nope, and actually, Kelton got back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th and 1 at the 11. Big play here, and now you start hearing the fans really get into this.
Yeah, it's still been very quiet tonight.
Now we'll see if the Rattlers can make their second consecutive stop here. Gray in motion. Mickna drops back, fires it up top for Gray. Did he come down with it?
He did.
Yes, he did. Touchdown. Third score of the night for Gray, 11 yards out.
Good catch, good throw.
19-14, Chicago takes the lead back. And that is their third conversion on 4th down tonight.
I was going to see if Chicago might go here for the 2 points, but they are not.
Or so it appears.
So it appears.
So it appears. So remember, you've got Vic Hall there as the holder. Anything could happen. Snap. Hall going for the 1. Gould got it. Chicago leads at 20-14 with 8:42 left in the second quarter. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Time out on the field. Ninth man, please direct your attention once again to RAD TV.
Back again in the U.S. Airways Center. Chicago Rush leading the Arizona Rattlers 20-14. 8:42 left in the first half. And the Rush converting another 4th down to get in the end zone. Rattler defense doing a pretty good job of holding them up, but they're not finishing the job off.
Yeah, they're making the drives for the Chicago team pretty difficult, but as you say, they're not keeping them off the scoreboard. But it was important right there when the Rattlers had intercepted that ball that they come away with points, which they did not. But hey, listen, still a very, very early game.
Like we heard somebody say before the game tonight, every time you have a turnover in this league, it's essentially a 14-point swing.
That's right.
Very true. Hey, kicked off in the end zone. Gray takes down the hop in the end zone itself. Out to the 5, to 10, 15, 20. He's got a lane. He's around the kicker. 25-20.
Hold on to the ball.
Excellent return. Virgil Gray gets it down to the 12 with a rush, and the Arizona Rattlers have fantastic field position.
That's the second time tonight that Virgil, actually just about every time he's got his hands on the ball, he's returned it quite well. And
he's broken up a couple passes. Already has an interception. Virgil Gray having a real good night so far.
Yeah, the special teams on Rattlers are very, very good.
So it's going to be at the 14 is where they spot it. Windsor at the top of the screen, Geller to the bottom. Harvey in motion. Davila drops back. He actually gave it to Armstrong. Got a flag down there. So Odie gains 4 pending the flag.
All right. Holding on the offense.
Well, I was about to say that's generally in the vicinity of offensive holding, and again, I am correct. So we move it back to the 24, looking at 2nd and 20. It's about as long as it gets in arena football for a second down. Check that 1st and 20.
Yeah, first down and 20. You're right. That is about the longest that you're ever going to see it in here in arena. It's almost half the field.
Yeah, literally. Harvey in motion. Davila drops back. Looking left for Geathers. Caught at the 10. Can he slip out of a tackle? No, he can't. And it's going to be Greg James who rides him into the boards. So they get quite a few of those yards back as they get a 14-yard gain. They're setting up 2nd and 6.
Well, with the Rattlers the last few weeks, they've committed quite a few penalties, and in spots on where you don't want a penalty. Of course, you never want a penalty, right? But let's see what they can do here. Let's see if they can turn this around and make up for this the big penalty.
Geathers in motion. The pitch was to him. He lost it, coughed it up. Who's got the ball? Probably the rush.
It is I'm sure it is the rush.
Rush players say they've got it. Davila looks a little dejected.
It is the rush.
So an ill-timed pitch there to Geathers, and he could not find the handle. And it looks like Kelvin Morris came up with it. And we've got a Rattler down there as well. Rod Windsor at the bottom of the pile trying to scrap for it. But we've got a turnover, a timeout on the field, so we'll take it as well. Chicago leads at 20-14 with 6:59 left. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Rattler players on the field after tonight's game. Defense. Defense. Defense.
That was a quick timeout, but we're back again here. Chicago leading 20-14, 6:40 left. They've got the ball. Swing pass out to the right. Goes for about 3 yards before a host of Rattlers knock the receiver down, and we've got a Rattler down on the far side of the field as well. A little slow to get up there. It's going to be Harrington. Kyle Harrington, the defensive lineman, a little slow.
Yeah, he got hit pretty good there.
Yeah, he got a couple guys piling on him a little bit after the fact, but nothing
called.
Merit a penalty.
As they say, nothing called. It's not a penalty.
That's right. Mickman dropping back. He's got time. Fires a little
horrible.
duck.
What a horrible pass. That was a horrible pass. That quarterback is lucky that it wasn't picked off.
Landed halfway between Charles Dillon and Reggie Gray for the rush. So, again, it's another 3rd down chance for the Rattlers to try and shut down the rush, and they have not been so successful on that yet this evening. But if they can find a way to get a stop here, it might help to offset the Geathers fumble. 3rd and 5 of the 13 of the rush. 5:23 to go in the half. Mickman drops back, fires it left. That bounces off the carpet, incomplete.
I'm feeling like ice cream.
So that goes incomplete. 4th down. Again, Rattlers have got to find a way to get a hold there. And it seems like they've been throwing everything to Gray. 7 of the last 8 passes have been thrown to Gray. The other one to McKelvey.
Well, you know what down it is.
So it's 4th down here. Rattlers need to shut down the rush on 4th and 5 of their 13. Mickman dropping back over the right side to the tight end, got the 1st down, and then some out to the 20.
Good. That was a nice call by the rush.
Indeed, it was. Great way to change the pace on Arizona, and they wind up getting it out there. And it's going to be at the 19. So the tight end comes through. And it's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 at the Rush 19. Again, another 4th down conversion for Chicago, their 3rd of the game. Mickna dropping back. Got Graham. Check that. It's going to be Thomas in the middle of the field. Gets to the 15. And Marquise Floyd takes him down. That's going to be another 1st down for the Chicago Rush.
Well, again, the Rattlers aren't making it easy for Chicago, but they got to come up with some stops here. I mean, they're going to get. They let the Rush score here. You're going to be down, quite a few points, almost 2 touchdowns.
Just the Rattlers have got to find a way to shut down the Rush on those 4th downs. Pitch left to Curtin. He almost fumbled it and winds up going to about the 13-yard line. A gain of a couple before Swanson and McCullough team up to knock him down.
Yeah, it was a good play by defensive lineman at that, slowing him down. Almost a big loss behind the line.
But he winds up gaining 4, and it'll bring up 2nd and 6 at the Rattler 11. Dillon in motion, Mickna under center. Mickna drops back, looking right, fires it to the end zone, little too far. And there's a flag for pass interference on Arizona.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Second look. I'm really not seeing where that pass interference was.
Yeah, I don't know where it was either. That ball actually looked like it was overthrown.
Well, either way, it's 1st and goal for Chicago at the Rattlers 5. 2.5 to go here in the 2nd quarter. 20-14, the Rush leads it, looking for more. Dillon in motion. Mickna hands it off to the fullback, Kenton. Does he get around McCullough? He does. Did he fumble it? And that ball popped loose. I believe the Rattlers have it. Did McCullough get it? Yes, he did!
Big, huge. That's huge right there. Yep. And, of course, who is it again?
Kevin McCullough. He's been playing real great on defense the last couple weeks. Had the pick 6 against San Jose. And we'll just take a timeout here and savor that one. 20-14, Chicago with the lead. Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
It's time for Thanks Rattlers Front Row Delivery. Please welcome Fang and the lovely Kylie and the Sidewinders as they drive out a delicious dinner of barbecue ribs. The lucky Rattler fans seated in Section 115, Row 8, C16. Congratulations and enjoy your delicious barbecue ribs. Compliments of Friday's Front Row.
2:16 left in the first half in the Snake Pit in Phoenix. Chicago leads 20-14, but the Rush just coughed it up as Kevin McCullough, the linebacker, made a great play on Johnny Curtin, the running back for Chicago. Curtin swept left, McCullough stopped him, stripped him, recovered the ball, and the Rattlers are back in business on their own 2. And we'll see if they can find a way to come back here and take the lead into halftime. But keep in mind, too, the Rattlers will get the ball to open the second half. So
yes, so this is big. 2:18 to go. And that was a huge play by McCullough. But how many times have we said that this year?
A lot. He has been there when you need him.
Look at this little bunch up here.
Geathers in motion. Dowdle drops back. Throws it to Trandon Harvey. Harvey gets out to the 12. It's a first down. And he gets pressed against the boards, but not before he gets the first down.
Coach Kevin Guy is really screaming at the refs.
So it's a gain of 12.
You also have on the Chicago side here, you have number on the far side, what's that, 98, 96?
Yeah,
It's like 98 out of Chicago. It's either 95, 90, 98, 96, giving the refs a hard time.
Davila drops back, looking to pass on first down. He's got Windsor broken up nicely by Vic Hill, and it's going to be incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Now that one there looked like.
And we've got some whistles.
There's flags.
Flag on the 15-yard line. There's another flag that just got dropped, and the Rattlers are pointing that Chicago's going backward.
I'm sorry, was that called encroachment?
Yeah, the nose guard was out of position.
Yeah,
so
right. It looked like someone jumped the line, and I was going to say that prior, but I didn't see a flag go down.
Oh, so it's going to be the Rattler ball, 1st and 5 at the 19, as we tick closer and closer to the 1-minute timing rule here at the end of the first half. And the Rattlers look like they're going to be a little content to let that clock run down. And that's exactly what they're going to do. 1 minute to go in the first half. Chicago 20, Arizona 14. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Please welcome to the field Tom, who's out there in front, throwing the roundabout. The roundabout is America's version of the boomerang and is a toy you just can't throw away. As a special promotion for Rattlers fans in tonight's game, we're offering the roundabout for just $10. That's about half off the normal retail price. To purchase your roundabout, you can visit Tom at halftime of tonight's game. And following the game, the tables located throughout U.S. Airways Center.
Again in the snake pit. 1 minute left in the second quarter there. Chicago 20, Arizona 14. Rattlers have the ball. They have 3 timeouts. Chicago has 2. And, Arizona must have been satisfied to let those few seconds slip off the clock because, hey, they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, you're right. And see what they can do here. Let's get the lead now.
And then try and get it back to maintain that lead and make it even bigger going into the start of the second half. So still a little bit longer on the media timeout. We'll get you caught up on the out-of-town scores real quick. Pittsburgh did knock off San Jose 54-48. Orlando hammers Cleveland 56-26. Milwaukee a 10-point lead over Utah 36-26 midway through the third. Dallas and Spokane, a close game, a 1-point game with 5:25 left. Shock lead the Vigilantes 27-26. So 1st and 5 for the Rattlers on their own 19. Nate Force in the game goes in motion. Pitch left Odie. The Odie Express 20. 25 gets across midfield down to the Chicago 20. First down. And the Rattlers keep right on rolling. Clock continues to roll down to 43-42 seconds. Rattlers content with letting some more time run off the clock, trying to score with as little time left as possible.
Boy, Odie's really been coming on. I think we mentioned it earlier since that Utah game, and it really doesn't look like any of the defenders want to stand in front of him.
Nope. Harvey
definitely
in
don't
motion.
want to tackle.
Davila dropping back. He's got Harvey in the middle of the field, down to the 12, 13-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7. And I believe we've got a whistle for a timeout here. Arizona takes their first timeout.
I thought they took a.
Chicago took it towards the end of the first quarter, yes.
Okay.
So now each team has 2 timeouts remaining, and the Rattlers face 2nd and 3 on the Chicago 13 after Trandon Harvey picks up 7. And Trandon Harvey so far tonight, 3 catches for 41 yards. Windsor 2 for 40. So, good even ball distribution there by Nick Davila. Getting around all the receivers.
I'm sorry, did Forrest get anything tonight?
Not yet.
Okay, but he is on the field.
He is on the field. He was in motion on that last play, yes. He's out there now. He's going to be on the top of the screen. Windsor on the bottom. Harvey goes and will be the motion man. 16 seconds left. Davila drops back, looks left, got Windsor, and he gets pushed up against the boards at about the 7. That should be about enough for a first down.
It is. It is. Yep.
So now it's going to be first and goal with 12 seconds left. Ball on the Chicago 8, gain of 5. It seems like the passing plays lately have just all been between Windsor and Harvey. Might be a time to go to Force, who's going to be in motion.
Well, look for
drops
Force.
back.
That's what it is.
He's got Force. Does he get to the end zone? No, he gets knocked down a couple of yards short. And that'll force Arizona to call its second timeout with 6 seconds to go.
Part of these short plays, why of course the Rattlers aren't going into the end zone, is because, hey, listen, in arena football you can score awfully quick. Coach Kevin Guy and the team is trying to take off as much time as they can here, and they wouldn't mind if the last play is in the end zone for a touchdown.
Very, very true in this game with it being so incredibly high scoring. You bet absolutely you want to try and keep as little time on the clock as possible. So second and goal at the Chicago 3.
So who do you think?
Well, you still have a timeout left, and you have 6 seconds. Maybe it's OT time again.
That's what I'm thinking.
Harvey's in motion. Geller's in Force down low. Davila's going to pass it. Going for the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! Training Harvey.
And they're actually saying no time on the clock. And I thought I saw 1.
That's exactly what you want to have left. A touchdown, Training Harvey gets behind the defender. No time remaining and an extra point coming to give Arizona potentially the lead going into halftime, and the ball coming out of the intermission.
The touchdown counts. Please add 1 second to the game clock.
And that's right.
Okay.
There's 1 second that does get added. I thought there was 1 second left in that clock.
Well, the touchdown counts, but it's not yet showing up on the scoreboard.
No.
So it should read 20 all. Scott Gion for the extra points. Snap's good, spot's good. He hit it. So we got 1 second left in the half. We'll probably just wind up keeping this here.
And now it's on the board.
And we've got a Rattler a little slow to get up there on the line. Let's see who that is. I believe that's Tyree Glasper again. He's shaking up a little bit earlier. And now he's getting a little bit of assistance from the medical staff there.
Yeah, he looks like he's pretty hurt.
Check that. It's not Glasgow. Looks like it's John Booker instead. I'll have to check and see if that's a 94 or a 54. But either way, he's going to be helped back to the locker room.
I couldn't really see the number.
I believe it's Booker, number 54. I caught a 5 on the back of that jersey. Now, just what do you do with 1 second left on the clock?
You know what? Just drive it down the field. The likelihood of them running back isn't there.
I'll tell you what I do. The same thing they did in Spokane when they needed that, when they needed the ball back. Onside kick, and they got it back at about the 18. So if they get that, if they were to somehow do that and get it back, time doesn't go off the clock.
I don't see it. I think we'll just take the lead into the half, especially since we have the ball.
You never know. You never know. All right, so Scotcha hammers it deep, proving me wrong again. Off net, that's going to be Gray. To the 5, to the 10. Gets to the 15. And he's hauled down to the 20 by number 20, Kevin McCullough. And that's how the first half ends. Arizona 21, Chicago 20 at the half. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
rules of the game brought to you by Napa. Napa know-how. 8 players per side on the field. Players may be offense or defense. The clock runs non-stop until the final minute of each half. No punting. No stunning or twisting. One receiver may move in forward motion before the snap. Rebounds off the net are allowed. Players can be tackled into the wall. And that's the rules of the game brought to you by Napa. Napa know-how.
Our family, that he can be a child again and not live in fear.
And he will make 100% of you 100% recovery.
Watch Jesse's story at stjosephsamazing.org. As part of tonight's St. Joseph's Hospital event destination, operating Arizona Rattlers is second for the St. Joseph's wheelchair races. 6 teams will compete for the title of fastest wheelchair racer. We'll have 2 heats with 3 racers each. The winners will meet in the finals. All right, let's meet our first 3 teams in lane number 1. Michelle, Jennifer, Maria, and Wendy. In lane number 2, it's Heather, Shell, Heather, and Leonard. And in lane number 3, Crystal, Erica, Jody, and Barbara. All right, racers on your mark. Get set, go. And they're off. The winner of this race is going to make the winner of our second race and become the fastest wheelchair racers. Compete the first lap back, then go the other way. And teams off to a big lead. All right, time for our next racer to get in the chair. And off they go. Lead starting to tighten up. Between teams 1 and 3, 2 turning the championship round. Cheer them on like that. It's tough going out there. Team 1 is coming from way back, and they have the lead. They can get to the exchange. Here you go. Out you go. Here you go. And Team 1 is running 1. And they move on to our finals to the next set of racers. All right, let's meet our next 3 racing teams.
All right, back again at the Snake Pit. It is halftime, and the Arizona Rattlers lead the Chicago Rush 21-20. I'm Andrew the Hammer Nordmeyer, with me Bob King-Panaris, and noted Arizona Rattlers blogger Cameron Legge.
There you go.
There you go. Cameron, what do you think about that first half?
You know, it was a kind of odd first half. The first quarter ended 14-13 Rattlers, and the second quarter really slowed down with a couple turnovers there. But you saw the Rattlers score with 1 second left and took the momentum into the second half where they'll get the ball starting the second half. So that's a positive.
You know, I'm just very surprised that with the Chicago team, the quarterback of Chicago is just floating the ball out there. You know, I did call the 1 interception, but I'm really surprised that there haven't been more. This quarterback keeps on throwing the ball like that. He's either going to get crushed, hammered, picked off, or all of the above.
I'm leaning towards all of the above because in that first half, Chicago quarterback Russ Mickna, 10 for 22. And some of those passes that were incompletions, they weren't even close. They were high, they were outside, they were falling 3 yards from a receiver.
And again, great defensive play down here. And who did that again? Who ripped the ball up? Kevin McCullough. All year long, he's been one of the guys. Virgil Gray running back the kickoffs again, as he has all year. And don't be surprised if he does break one tonight all the way.
He's been getting the lanes, and if not for a shoestring tackle by the kicker, he would have busted one earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Virgil Gray and Kevin McCullough just right place, right time, both major playmakers on the defensive side of the ball. And Kevin got the strip there on Johnny Curtin and then recovered the fumble, so that really got the momentum back in the Rattlers' favor at the end there.
Well, that was huge because you'd be going down darn close to 2 touchdowns, at least 13 points. And, you never want to see that, but wow. What a big turnaround. Then they come back on the drive, take all the time right off the clock except for that 1 second. They did not go for an onside kick, Andrew Hammer, just to let you know that. As you mentioned, they would. But I'm not saying that because you know what? I finally have to get something. I've said so many stupid things this year on the air, and it's like I just feel like I finally didn't say something that, was stupid.
Hey, the same thought went through my head, too. I thought the onside kick was coming.
Look at that. Hey, look at that.
Hey, they try to get it off the bar there. So
2 guys with microphones out of 3 agree. It's like 4 dentists out of 5 on a chewing gum.
Majority rules.
Exactly. We rule. Yeah. All right, but, the other thing to notice on the stat sheet, too, is this game's gone exactly as we thought it would for Chicago. Russ Mickna 3 touchdowns. Who's got 3 touchdown catches? Reggie Gray. 22, 23, 24 for Reggie Gray. No one else on Chicago's got a touchdown. No one else has more than 6 all season. This is going exactly according to form.
Yeah, you're right. No, it is. The thing is, though, I don't think the Rattlers have played a very good game yet. I think they've looked, I don't know. It's hard to say to me, but we've seen every one of their games this year, more than some other folks. But we've seen all of their games. We've seen every one of their plays. And I bet right now in that locker room, and I know Coach Guy, he is kicking butt because they seem for some reason rusty or out of sync. I just can't.
That's the phrase I was looking for, out of sync.
Yeah.
Because, the pitch together was a little sloppy. The defense has been looking, I don't know if the defense has been looking good or if it's Chicago's been looking that bad. I don't know which one it is. I mean, Virgil Gray could potentially have already had 3 picks in the first half. He's got 1, but he could have had 3.
Yeah, and I think you go to all those near interceptions that you talked about, and he had his hands on those balls and could have had them. And you look at the missed opportunities, which are paramount in the arena game. And even when Virgil Gray intercepted that ball at the end of the first quarter and we got the ball back, what did we end up doing? Missing a field goal. So those missed opportunities really separate the game. And right now, that's the only reason the Rush are really still around the Rattlers, even though Rattlers haven't really played their A game yet.
Well, what I like to see, of course, is the Rattlers. Of course, they deferred the kickoff like most teams do, right? When they win the coin toss, come out here and get a nice drive going. What I found kind of interesting on the first 2 series and the first 2 drives of the Rattlers, and I mentioned it while we're watching the game here, is there were 2 bombs, and that is something that the Rattlers really haven't done this year. They've really established, but that steady 10-yard, 15-yard gains.
Yeah, they're definitely a dink and dump offense, and they take the short gains and then eventually hit you in the red zone with Harvey and Windsor running routes, crossing routes in the end zone. But yeah, you definitely saw some deep bombs to Harvey on the first play of the game, and then Windsor with a 36-yard touchdown.
I think before this game is out, and I'm going to say it right now, I think Forrest is going to get into this game a little bit more, and watch for some plays to Forrest coming up here in the second half, and I think early in the second half.
Wouldn't surprise me to see that, but let's talk about some other surprises we've seen so far tonight. Surprise number 1, San Jose lost.
Wow, that's big news.
Pittsburgh knocked them off 54-48 on a touchdown with about 30.
Whatever you want, whatever you need, the low price is guaranteed. You can have it now, you don't have to wait. You can buy a lease to own the Aaron's way.
Rules of the game brought to you by Napa. Napa know-how. 8 players per side on the field. Players may be offense or defense. The clock runs non-stop until the final minute of each half. No punting. No stunning or twisting. One receiver may move in forward motion before the snap. Rebounds off the net are allowed. Players can be tackled into the wall. And that's the rules of the game brought to you by Napa. Napa know-how.
Ride that pony.
Yes, you could. You certainly could. And the other division rival, the only one that's beaten us this year, Spokane, leading Dallas 34-26 late in the first half. Spokane a ways back. If they were to somehow lose tonight and the Rattlers win, you're looking at a 4 to 5 game lead over this entire division.
And I think you see with these other games here, the Western Division is just so tough, and these teams are really beating up on each other. We saw a close game with Utah, a close game with Spokane, a close game until the final minute with San Jose. And those teams are getting up to play the number 1 Rattlers, and then they're facing other teams and not having as much success. So you may see a product of the tough division.
And also a couple of close games against the state of Florida, against Jacksonville, in Orlando in this building. So let's take a break here at the half. 21-20, the Rattlers lead it over the Chicago Rush. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Rattler fans, be sure to catch all the exciting action and replays of the 2011 Rattlers season online with Nifty. Visit arenafootball.com and click the live feed link. Don't ever miss us ever again. And the calls are better. The Arizona Rattlers with today's Spalding, official football supplier of Arena Football. The Rattlers would also like to thank Brickdale, official helmet and protective equipment supplier of Arena Football. When you want to guarantee low price on brand new name brand furniture, electronics, supplies, and computers, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. At Aaron's, everyone is pre-approved for Aaron's Lease Plus, with payments as low as $99.99 a month. Delivering exemplary good and best of all, your satisfaction is guaranteed. The Arizona Rattlers would like to thank each of their Venom marketing partners. You can see a complete list of the Venom partners scrolling throughout tonight's game on the black and white scoreboards.
Just about ready to go for the second half here in the Snake Pit. Arizona Rattlers leading the Chicago Rush 21-20 at the half. And a relatively low-scoring first half. Turnovers, fumbles, interceptions.
Yep. All of the above.
But we still have a 1-point game. And with some of the other results we just talked about there with Rattler, noted internet blogger Cameron Legge, the Rattlers have a real opportunity tonight to open up some big breathing room in this division.
And believe me,
I do.
Kevin Guy knows that going into the locker room. I guarantee he was told what San Jose has done tonight and what some of the other teams are doing in the division. And I don't really think that he was that happy with that first half.
No.
They came out with the lead, but I don't think he was, they weren't clicking on all cylinders, that's for sure.
But you do have to like the fact that the Rattlers' first two drives, 2 plays each, both wound up in the end zone. That's fast, efficient football that you like to see.
Yep. Let me eat my ice cream, man.
All right, you enjoy your ice cream. I'll just keep on going here. Milwaukee up 42-39 over Utah now. Spokane widening the gap on Dallas, 41-26 just before the half up there in the place they call Death Valley because it's so incredibly loud up there.
I can't wait to see Spokane when they come in here. And I should never look ahead because this Rattlers team doesn't look ahead. But, that 1-point loss really got to me a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's one of those, especially, too, it's now 4 straight times Spokane has beaten the Rattlers. That doesn't sit well with anybody who's a fan of this team.
Yep, so what we want to do is We want to see the Rattlers beat Spokane. We want to see the Rattlers actually. Hey, listen, we're hometown broadcasters, right?
That's right.
We're homers. We want to see them win every game. The Rattlers, that is. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
So, and then also keep in mind that the Rattlers' next game is Friday. Friday from the Graveyard in New Orleans.
Now is that going to be on?
That is on the NFL Network. So everyone, grab a TV, watch it. Good game. So the Rattlers will travel to New Orleans to take on the Voodoo. Voodoo are 2-7 this year. Not the best, but we'll see. Kickoff for the second half is underway. Off the net, Trandon Harvey's going to take a shot. At the 5, at the 10, running right. Plows into a couple guys to the 15 where he gets knocked down. And
flag
we
down.
have a flag. And it's going to move back a little farther.
That's the second time tonight that the Rattlers have had some problems on the return, although they've returned the ball pretty far. So I'm going to say in most cases their special teams have been excellent.
So they're going to get the ball to start the second half on their 5-yard line with a 1-point lead. That lead coming courtesy of a missed extra point by Chicago kicker Chris Gould, brother of Bears kicker Robbie Gould. Davila drops
wide
back.
open.
Harvey at the 15, cuts around a tackle, gets to the 20. First down on a 15-yard gain, and the Rattlers are rolling back down the field.
That was a blown coverage, it looked like there. I mean, Harvey was completely wide open.
Second look at that. When Harvey catches that ball, there is not a rush defender in the picture. That is really finding a hole in the zone, and like Cameron said, dink and dunk, dink and dunk. That's exactly what it is, textbook, dinking and or dunking. So, 1st and 10 at the 20, Windsor to the bottom, Harvey in the middle, Geathers in motion. Davila for Geathers, got another catch there. The 17 in Chicago. It's another first down.
Another open play. And now this looks like the regular Rattlers and sort of drive right here.
Just working their way down the field.
Working their way down the field, exactly. Not dropping many balls.
13-yard gain there from Davila to Geathers, and the Rattlers are rolling. Windsor on the bottom, Geathers on the top. Trandon Harvey goes in motion. Davila drops back, nice pocket. Fires it over the middle for Geathers, a little too low, couldn't hang on to it, and it'll be second down.
Actually, he didn't look like the open man on that play. Actually, it would look like Harvey back there. But that's okay.
You know, good hustle by Geathers to try and get that ball, but it was practically thrown towards his ankles. And those are extremely difficult to catch.
I couldn't catch it.
I know I couldn't either. That's why I sit up here with a headset.
Because I probably couldn't bend down by my ankles anyhow.
Windsor in motion at the bottom of the screen. We got a little bit of a botch snap. Davila falls on it, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have an offside against Chicago.
Yeah, there were 3 flags on that play.
Yep. And now it's to the point where these penalties are going to be first downs for the Rattlers every time that they are able to balk the rush off. So you're going to have 1st and 10 at the 13 of Chicago after that penalty. 3 first downs so far on this drive. But the question is, can the Rattlers punch it on in? Geathers in motion. Harvey to the middle, Windsor on the bottom. That pass is behind Windsor. Windsor went in, Davila was thinking out, incomplete, and it's second down.
That's one of the first times this season that I've actually seen a missed pass.
That was just a miss. It was a zig when he should have zagged kind of play.
Yeah, and I haven't seen that, I don't know, really at all this year, have I?
No, but that's a real testament to the way the Rattlers run their routes. They run them very precisely. Windsor in motion on the bottom. Davila, Windsor, Stiff arms a man that gets down to the 5. That should be getting close to a first down.
Now it looks like,
Yeah, they're going to be a couple yards short. Give them a gain of 8. Going to be 3rd and 2 at the 5. So the Rattlers can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. And we'll see what they do on this 3rd down play. Opening series of the second half. 11:14 left on the clock in the 3rd quarter. Rattlers lead it by a single point, 21-20, but they're threatening.
I like to see a little Odie Express right here myself.
Nope, Davila drops back. Fade for Harvey, too far off the net. And now we're looking at 4th and 2 from the 5.
Well, they don't have to get, one good thing here is they don't have to get a touchdown.
Right, and that pass, I think Harvey ran a little bit too close to the nets, and Davila wound up bouncing it off the iron there, and that's why Harvey couldn't find it. So, 4th and 2 at the 5. Windsor and gathers to the top. Harvey in motion. Odie to the left. Odie gets the first down. Odie gets the touchdown, Arizona! Yep. Boom!
That's what I wanted to play before.
Well, there it is, the Odie Express from straight to the end zone from 5 yards out. His 2nd score of the night, and the Rattlers are up by 7.
There ain't no stopping Odie when he gets going.
Nope. He just bowled through 2 defenders. The 3rd one tried to grab him. The 4th one did too. And he still found his way to the end zone. That guy is all power.
He was definitely a great pickup for this team.
Totally agree with that one. 5 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter. 27-20. Scotch down for the extra point. Scotch splits them. 28-20 Arizona. We take a timeout with the Rattlers ahead. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Timeout of the field. Now direct your attention to Red TV.
Hey, Night Plan, make sure to stop by the Rattlers sales table located outside of section 122. Become a season ticket holder or get information on single game and group tickets. Enjoy tonight's game, and thanks for being the best fans in arena football.
Night fan time today, tonight's Miami Beach lucky section of the game. Prepare to be treated if you happen to be seated in section 114. Congratulations, the Red has three mid-tempo spot passes for you. Compliments of Miami Beach mid-tempo spot.
Back into the snake pit. Arizona leads over the Chicago Rush 28-20. The Odie Express non-stop to the end zone again. 2nd score of the night for Odie. And Arizona capitalizes on the last possession of the first half, the first possession of the second half, and they've scored the last 14 points in this game, and they're up by 8.
I thought they would wind up using Odie in that, in that series right there with only having a couple of yards to go. I was just sort of surprised that it wasn't the play before, but hey, listen, we were correct. They did use Odie, and Odie did flatten a couple of Chicago Rush players.
Yeah, broke through a couple tackles. 2 more guys tried to stop him, but no, it's like trying to tackle a bus. That's why he's the Odie Express.
A bus. He reminds me of my good friend Jerome Bettis, and the thing is that's the same thing with Jerome. You didn't ever want to get in front of him either because he was going to flatten you. Nope. When you see Odie's the same way here in the Arena Football League.
Yep. Bus 32 Express, next stop end zone. Beep, beep. So, Scotchy to kick it off. Back deep to get it is going to be Simpson. Big, high arcing kick off the net. Simpson's got it. Comes out of the end zone, left side, 5-10. Got some room. Can Scotchy get him? Gray gets him from behind at about the 12 of the Rattlers. An excellent return for the Rush, and they have fantastic field position to start this drive.
Very, very good return. The Rush have also been very good tonight on returning their kickoffs. And,
second look there. Boy, the Rattlers didn't quite seem to have the coverage right, and if not for the speed of Virgil Gray, that could have gone all the way back.
Yeah, not quite sure what happened there, but the Rattlers, I can see the coaches talking to the players down there at the You can call that the bullpen, the bench area.
Yeah. So they're actually going to spot the ball at the 15. That's where Chicago starts. Gray in motion with 3 touchdowns already tonight. Mickna dropping back. Looks on the near side. That ball is incomplete, and someone gets a free souvenir. McKelvey couldn't get it. Floyd on the coverage there. Second down coming up for the Chicago Rush.
Have you ever picked up an arena football?
I can't say that I have.
Neither have I. I was just asking. Maybe you did.
No.
Maybe they could throw one up here for us.
That'd be nice. But either way, second down and 10. And again, Russ Mickna not hitting the mark tonight so far. More incompletions than completions. See if that trend continues. Dillon in motion. Mickna dropping back. Goes for Dillon. Got it. And he gets knocked down at the 7 by Virgil Gray. Going to be a gain of 8. Third down and 2 coming up for the Chicago Rush.
You know what they call it, right? What do they call it here in the snake pit?
Third down, lockdown.
Third down, lockdown.
So far tonight, they have locked down the Rush on third downs. This is their 7th one. Rush 1 for 6 so far on third down, but fourth down has been a different story. McKelvey in motion. Mickna dropping back, fires over the middle for McKelvey. Did he get it?
He did.
Yes, he did. Touchdown, Chicago, 28-26, midway through the third.
What do you think? Think they'll go for those 2 now?
It's still early yet, not quite, and Gold's coming out for the
But that doesn't mean anything, right?
That's true.
Aha!
Because as we mentioned earlier, Vic Hall, the holder,
That's
defensive
right.
back, wide receiver, former quarterback at UVA.
That's right, and he very well could toss it in or run it in.
Play it straight up. Gold
Misses.
Second missed point, extra point of the night is why we have a 2-point Rattler lead. 7:07 left in the third. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
A reminder, Rattler fans, post-game autographs off the field for 30 minutes following tonight's game. Enter at the bottom of sections 116 or 124 to get autographs for 30 minutes from your favorite Rattlers players. Rattler fans, time to give away some money in the Casino Arizona Throw for the Dough Contest. For all the fun and games, let's check in now with Summer of the Rat Pack.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Welcome to tonight's contestant, Brandon. Okay, Brandon, we have 4 locations on the field for you to throw from, each one ranging in a different cash value from $100 to $7,777. Throw a football from one of these locations and hit that Casino Arizona sign in the north end zone to win that cash. Where do you want to throw from? All right, he's going to throw from
The snake pit in Phoenix. Arizona Rattlers leading the Chicago Rush 28-26. Reason why the Rattlers are ahead, 2 missed extra points by Chicago kicker Chris Gould. Those are the difference right now, Kingpin. And as we've seen in the Arena Football League, kicking can be everything.
You know, we said that before the game. We said that in our pregame show that Chris, he hasn't been that good this year. And the thing is, we were looking for it in the beginning of the game, and so far it's proved true. And we'll see what happens. They're going to eventually have to go, or.
And look who's back to return a kick. It's Virgil Gray. So far, 2 kickoff returns for 74 yards. You think he might break one? He's been close twice.
You reckon?
I reckon. Indeed, I do reckon. So Gould will kick this one off. Gray waits for it. A little low on the net, but he's got it. Comes out of the end zone 5, cutting left, still on his feet, still cutting left, looking for room, gets to the 9 where he gets knocked down. So no big run back for Gray, but the Rattlers get the ball at the 9, and we have some pushing and shoving after the fact here. Looks like Vince Hill for the Rattlers, got a flag thrown there. I can't tell who it is for the Rush. I believe that's going to be Kelvin Morris, their linebacker.
Offsetting.
So it's going to be still first, Rattlers still have the ball. 1st and 10 on their 9, it looks like here. So we'll see what Dobble and company can do here. They are ahead by 2, looking for more. And that's the interesting thing, though, is that a touchdown here would make it 8. The extra point would make it 9 and make it a 2-possession game. Dobble dropping back. He's got time. Firing deep for Windsor, getting obstructed along the wall.
There's the flag, absolutely.
Yeah,
he pinned him against the wall. He wouldn't let him go.
Vic Hall pinned Ron Windsor on the wall. That's an easy pass interference. It's going to be 1st and 10 Rattlers on their 19 after this call. Okay, so it'll be a 5-yard variety for the illegal contact, but the concept still remains the same. It still is a 1st down for the Rattlers, and they've got it at the 14. Take that.
All right, yeah, you can see that play all the way right there, and let's get them. Let's get them right now. Let's get them when they're down.
Gathers in motion, pitch right, Odie. Odie the 15 rumbles ahead to the 20. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Odie just kept on rumbling. As
second look, one man misses. And finally, you've got to really get low like Kelvin Morris did there in order to bring Odie down. If you try and tackle Odie Armstrong above the waist, you have a pretty good chance of being bent backwards.
You are going to get knocked backwards, absolutely.
So 2nd and 4 at the 20. Gethers in motion. Dalva drops, looks for Gethers. He's got it at the 10. Gets knocked down. And it's going to be Jason Simpson who knocked him off his feet and saved a touchdown.
Yeah, he got whacked pretty high, too.
It's high, but it's legal.
Yeah, legal. Actually, it looked like, let's see, it looked like he got hit in the head. He did.
Ooh.
That was almost leading with the helmet right there. As we saw that replay, and as you saw it there on Nifty TV with us.
21-yard gain there for the Rattlers. 1st and goal at the 9. Windsor on the top side, Gethers on the bottom. Harvey in motion. Davila dropping back, left side. Windsor at the 4. Can he get around the defenders?
Oh, yeah.
He just pushes them into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! Boy, the Chicago defenders just pretty much stood there like blocking sleds in Windsor.
2 of the defenders are yelling at each other. Number 2, number 11. There you go.
So look at that boom, push. That was Greg James who just got pushed backwards into the end zone, and Windsor would not be denied. So
no, every week he shows why he is an NFL player.
34-26, 4:10 left. Important extra point here by Scotcha. Splits it, 9-point game. Rattlers lead 35-26. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
26. Time out of the field. Time for programming something that can barely fit on Rat TV. It's time for tonight's Melon Can.
U.S. Airways Center, 35-26. Arizona leading Chicago, 4:06 left in the 3rd quarter. Do not attempt to adjust your Nifty feed there, folks. That actually is the way it's supposed to look. I mean, it has been an out-of-your-mind kind of game so far, but, that is supposed to be like that. Apparently the people are really, really, really smart.
Oh, my God. I've seen better heads on a mug of beer.
Cantaloupe. But, you know, again, very important extra point there by Fabrizio Scaccia, making it a 9-point game. It's now a 2-possession game. So those missed extra points are now really coming back to haunt the Rush.
Yes, they are, and that's you know, we talked about that pre-game. You know, this could come down to kicks. You never know, but you know, the Rattlers have played a little bit more inspired so far this half, and Rush better watch out here because it doesn't take too long for the Rattlers to score.
No, and the thing I've noticed so far in this game, how many times have the Rattlers faced third down tonight? 2.
Right.
They're getting the job done early, and they're moving the chains. So Scotch are ready to tee it up. Simpson back deep to receive.
Short. No, it's right on him.
Hop off the bottom of the iron. Simpson breaks away. He's got a hold. Scotch, last man back. Simpson to the right.
This guy's gone.
He's gone. Touchdown Chicago with a flip for emphasis. And that 9-point lead has just been evaporated to a 3-point lead. Simpson, a 52-yard touchdown return on the kick.
This, this Chicago team is pretty good on their special teams, and they've been very good on their kickoffs tonight. I haven't seen a team do this to the Rattlers this year.
No, but it seems like the Rattlers are really pushing far downfield on the kickoff, on the coverage, trying to pin Chicago deep. And if they don't get them by about the 5 to 8 yard line, gone. Gould on for another extra point. Hits this one. So Chicago answers back. It's a 2-point game again. 3:09 left in the third. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
Your Arizona Rattlers return to the Snake Pit Saturday, May 28, taking on the Cleveland Gladiators in a 7 p.m. kickoff. Secure your seats tonight at the U.S. Airways Center box office at Sam's Tables outside section 120 or by calling 480-985-3292. We'll see you Saturday, May 28 when your Rattlers rock Cleveland.
Back again in the U.S. Airways Center, 35-33. A touchdown return by Jason Simpson, about 54 yards. Brings us back to a 2-point game. Again, those missed extra points hanging around. And look who's back to return the kick. It's Virgil Gray. Now, I wrote down on a piece of paper during that last break, Gray runs one back on this return question mark.
I did see that, and Hammer is telling the truth. He did write that down.
Now, the only question mark that's left is, will that be changed to an exclamation point?
That's right. Let's see.
Gray's been has had a couple real good returns tonight. Here's his next chance.
Nope, didn't let him.
Kicked it off out of the back of the end zone. We're going to have a touchback here to the 5.
20.
Apparently it didn't go out the back of the end zone. It went out the side and went out of bounds. Well, that's great field position from the Rattlers. We'll take that.
Yeah, we'll take that, absolutely. Of course, Gray didn't get to run it back, though.
Okay, not his fault.
Not his fault.
Not
exactly.
his fault. He never had a chance.
Well, I don't really think that Chicago really wants to kick it to Gray. And I want to see if the Rattlers are going to change their thinking a little bit on kickoffs coming up here.
Hey, Geller's in motion at the bottom of the screen. Davila to Windsor. Chicanery. Throwback pass to Booker. He caught it.
Wow.
A throwback from Windsor to the tight end, John Booker. Gets the Rattlers down to the Chicago 11. Raise your hand if you had that one for a play call.
No, I didn't have that as a play call.
That was down there on the complete bottom of my list. But, hey, you know what? Rattlers move down the field. Second look up there. Hey, you know, that was a very smart trick play to call.
That I like that trick play. I mean, it was kind of a weird place in the game to do it, but I guess it was fine.
Gotta keep
cool.
your team on the heels.
There's-
Odie around the left side gets to the 10, gets smashed down to the 6.
Odie just ran over somebody.
So I believe he's got a gain of 6 there. Second look.
There's a right there, point of impact.
Yeah.
Point of impact. I couldn't see a number on the Chicago rush player, but he got. I would say he got driven back 3 yards.
So gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Geathers in motion. Davila going underneath for Windsor. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was a beautiful play.
Nice play there by Geathers to clear it out. Windsor underneath, untouched. Puts 6 on the board. Second look. And when you see Windsor catch that ball, there is no rush defender in that picture.
Split the seam.
Exactly right. 8 yards scoring strike, 41-33. Arizona with the lead as we tick down to the final minute of the third quarter. Scotcha for the extra point.
Scotcha?
Scotcha hits it, his 6th of the night, and it's a 9-point game. Arizona leads at 42-33. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Celebrate right after the game over at Post-Game Party Headquarters. Fridays Front Row Grill inside Chase Field. Your chance to mingle with Rattlers players, coaches, and sidewinders. Fridays Front Row right after tonight's game.
Back again to the U.S. Airways Center. 40 seconds left in the third. Arizona leads at 42-33 over Chicago. Most recent score is Davila to Windsor from 8 yards out on the quick slant. And the Rattlers again have that 9-point lead, a 2-possession game. Now can they cover the kick? Scotcha hammers it deep. Gray is back to return.
Well, you know what?
Scotcha missed everything.
Right. Well, that's one way of. And where's that coming? Is that coming to the 20? It is. They're coming to the 20.
Yeah.
But you know what? At least they can't run it back, and they've been running it back at least to the 20. And last time they ran it back all the way.
So the question is, how will Chicago respond being down by 2 possessions?
Let's see. I want to see Chicago play some offense because I want to see the Rattlers play defense.
Well, we got enough time for at least one more play here in the third quarter. Dillon in motion. Making the dropping back. Good pocket. Fires it left. He's got
Wide
Gray
open.
at the 20 of the Rattlers. Shaking around defenders. Gets thrown to the turf by Floyd at the 20. It's going to be just about enough for a first down. Yep, they got it. And that'll be how the third quarter ends. 45 minutes in the books. Arizona leads 42-33. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
33. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back the AFL's hottest dancers, the Arizona Rattlers Sidewinders. Arizona Rattlers sideliners.
15 minutes to go in this one. Arizona leads at 42-33 over the Chicago Rush. And we're getting close to another final that impacts this Western Division.
What we got?
Milwaukee leads Utah 59-53 in the final 17 seconds of that game.
Wow.
We saw Milwaukee come in here earlier this season and not look like the greatest team in the history of the Arena Football League. And now they're going on the road and have a lead over Utah.
And that Utah team is not a bad team.
Nope. And in the other divisional game right now, Spokane is hammering Dallas 50-26 in the third. We project the Shock to be the winner. 1% of precincts reporting. So, fourth quarter, 15 minutes to go. Arizona has a 2-possession lead. Those missed extra points are huge.
They're big.
They are giant. Gargantuan even. So, down to the field. Gray in motion, going from top to bottom. Mickna drops back, looking to throw it. Got it knocked down. And Taj Hawthorne got the hand up and tipped that away. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yep, he's making his presence felt. And we've seen this a lot this year. It seems like the Rattlers are in very, very good condition. And when it comes to the fourth quarter, they've imposed their will on their opponent.
Indeed they have. And the fourth quarter is where the Rattlers have really excelled. They've outscored opponents in the fourth quarter 190-108 this year.
And huge defensive pressure.
Gray in motion, pressure there, shoveled off underneath to the fullback Kenton. He gets down to the 10, he gets knocked out of bounds a while back but kept going. Virgil Gray makes the tackle. He's having a pretty good night.
Yeah.
And we've got a first down there for the Chicago Rush.
Then the ball is, the 6-yard line.
So a gain of 13 on that flip to the fullback. And it's going to be 1st and goal. But remember, the Rush got down here before, and then Kevin McCullough stepped up and made a huge individual play. Gray in motion. Mickna tries to run himself. Hauled down the backfield. And that's going to be Kyle Harrington in on the sack. Going to be a loss of 3 for Mickna. And 2nd and goal from the 9. The question is, who's due for a big play on the defensive side of the ball? Find out here in a second. 13-10 and counting. Gray in motion. Mickna dropping back under pressure, tries to go for Gray, deflected away.
Nice play by
Virgil Gray, deflects it away from Reggie Gray.
Good play by Virgil Gray.
He is having a whale of a game. Now the question is, can the Rattlers hold on a 3rd and goal?
Well, let's see. Let's make the whole thing here is make every play difficult. Take time off that clock. Even if you let him score, let's get time eaten off that clock. And that time is ticking down. We're at 12 minutes, 20 seconds left here after this play.
Gray again, the motion man. Mickna dropping back. Fires underneath the get
there
his
you
man.
go.
He did.
There you go again. There you go again. What you're doing again is that clock is winding down.
It's
even
complete to Marco Thomas. It's a 4-yard gain, so it's 4th and goal at the 5. Checked at the 3. I didn't see where the spot was.
Yep, at 3.
So gain of 6, 4th and goal. Rattlers need to make a big stand here. They have given up 3 out of 4 fourth downs this evening.
This very well could be the play of the game right here.
Fans are starting to rise to their feet, trying to support the team. McKelvey in motion. Mickna looking left, has got time. He's getting flushed out of the pocket by Hawthorne, and Glasper running backwards, running for his life, fires for the end zone. Off the iron, intercepted! Marquise Floyd.
Intercepted, and there it was. There was your defensive line putting pressure on the quarterback. Chased him all the way back to midfield before he could throw the ball.
And at that point, as we look at the replay, Mickner was just running for his life back there and just wings it off the net. Being Marquise Floyd picked, and there's a defensive stop.
Now right here, this is your drive right here. Can you get up? Can you get up some more points? It would be 3 scores, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So 11 and a half minutes left in the fourth quarter. Rattlers have the ball in their 5. We actually have a media timeout, so you know what? We're media. We'll take it too. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
Welcome our Wheels on Wheels delivery team of the Red Bag and LCB as they drive out. Free on the bay meal passes to one lucky row of Rattler fans. Prepare to be treated if you are sitting in section 102, row 11. Congratulations, the Rat Pack is on the way with free meal passes, compliments of whole country buffet. The united choice of your Arizona Rattlers.
Back again in the U.S. Airways Center, 42-33. The Rattlers with the lead. A big defensive stop as Marquise Floyd makes the interception in the end zone on 4th down. Now, can the Rattlers capitalize and stretch this to a 16-point lead, maybe a 17-point lead if they score and go for 2 to make this a 3-possession game?
You know, I'm starting to think that we might see a little bit more of Odie on this drive.
And I'll tell you who we've started to see a lot of tonight, and that's Rod Windsor. He's got 3 scores.
Yep.
He's got the last 2. He had that first one, that big bomb earlier. Windsor's having a real nice night. Got Windsor, I believe, 6 catches, 70 yards, 3 scores. He's been looking good. Harvey's got 59 yards. So, again, a nice balanced offense there from Davila. And a great game being called so far by Coach Stein.
It is, and as we said, as they went into halftime, I think you're going to see a different team come out here in the second half than we have.
Harvey goes in motion. Davila drops back, fires it deep, going for it all, too far.
So much for using Odie a little bit more on this drive as they go for a bomb.
You know, why not, try a deep ball on 1st down? And with where that was thrown, it was either going to be caught by Geathers or it was going to be incomplete.
Yep.
That's a good placement by Davila on the outside shoulder of the receiver. Under 11 minutes to go, 2nd and 10 at the Rattler 5. Harvey again, the motion man. Windsor at the top, Geathers at the bottom. Davila over the middle. Trandon Harvey got it at the 17, 18-yard line. Check that. It's a gain of 13 and another Arizona 1st down.
Good play. Trandon Harvey wide open again.
Yet again, second look at that one. Watch him sit in the middle of the zone. Boom, got it, and right to the turf.
How many times tonight have we seen the Rattlers split the zone?
So many, I'd have to take off my shoes to start counting on my toes. Davila drops back, looking to pass, fires it near side. Windsor across midfield, cutting to his left, gets across the 20, the 15, one man to beat, and gets knocked out of bounds by Vic Hall at the 10. Another 1st down for the Rattlers, and here they go again, threatening to score.
And he picked up a good 12 yards after the catch.
Yes, those yards after catch are huge in arena football. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 10, not just 1st and 10, 1st and goal at the 10 of Chicago. That winds up being about a 24-yard gain. Now, maybe this is where you see Simone. Harvey in motion again.
Nope.
Davila drops back, looking, pumps, got a run. He is sacked. Looks like the entire Chicago defensive line got in on him there, namely nose guard Mark Wavoda, who we haven't called at all tonight. Gets the quarterback a 4-yard loss, and 2nd and goal coming up from the 14. Okay, the 13.
13.
Okay, 3 yards.
Second and 13. What do you think now? I don't think we're going to see Odie now.
No, you got to get within the 5. But again, all the receivers to the top. Windsor, Harvey in motion, Gethers. Quick slant, Harvey down to the 5. That's going to be a gain of 8. And 3rd and goal from the 5. A lot more manageable there for the down and the distance.
Let's see. Let's see. Should we predict a call here? Rod Windsor.
Not sure on who you do on 3rd and 6. Windsor's been hot lately. The last 3 balls thrown to him, he's caught them all. 2 for touchdowns. Gethers in motion. Windsor at the bottom. Harvey at the top. Davila going for Gethers. Jump ball incomplete. 4th down coming up here.
Well,
now what do you do on 4th down?
Well, the Rattlers are gonna go for it here. But how about now? Windsor. I'm still sticking with my pick.
Because I don't know if Odie might be able to get the corner or not at this part of the field, but hey, you never know. So Harvey at the bottom, Gethers to the top. Windsor looks like he'll go in motion, but we'll take a timeout first. Play clock ran out on the Rattlers.
30-second timeout.
That's a very good timeout to call.
And this is only going to be looks like this is only going to be a 30-second timeout. So, and we're gonna keep it right here.
And well, as long as we have it right here, we'll give it to as a final. Milwaukee 65, Utah 53. Blaze loses. San Jose loses. Spokane's up by 31, but they're last place in the division.
Right.
This could be a really good night for Arizona.
It could. Let's take care of business right here.
7.5 minutes to go. 42-33 Arizona, facing 4th and goal at the Chicago 6.
It's a fairly low scoring game here tonight for 7 minutes to go in the 4th, but we've seen a lot of points scored in 7 minutes.
That is very true. Harvey in motion. Davila dropping back, looking for the end zone.
Somebody was held up there.
Windsor got interfered with. There's no flag, and I'm surprised that there isn't. So it goes down to the books as an incompletion. And Chicago gets the ball back on their own 6. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty.
Immediate timeout.
Ninth man, please direct your attention now to Brand TV.
Hey, ninth man, it's time to pump it up. Time for the fist pump cam.
There it is, time to fist pump it. When the camera hits you, let's show you this fist pump. There you go, that girl knows how to do it. Some energy in the snap in these final 7.5 minutes. Fist pump it.
.24 left in the 4th quarter. Arizona leads at 42-33. Chicago's got the ball.
And there they are. And there they were, but we weren't.
Yes, the fist pump cam.
Yeah. Hey, look, you're going to get us. Can you see us pumping our fist, fans? That's not us.
No. Nice. Took it down. That's all right, though. So.
That is a pretty cool. That would be a pretty cool tattoo up there, wouldn't it?
More you than me. Just doesn't work for me.
All right, let's do it.
So 1st and 10 at the 6 of the Rush. Rush trailing by 9. Fake pitch goes back the other way to Gray. Gray across the 10, the 15, the 20, where he gets taken down. And that's by Kevin McCullough, who's able to reel him in at, but not until he gains a 14 yards. And it'll be a first down for Chicago, closer to midfield.
They throw those. I'm going to call that almost like a semi-screen. What Chicago's running on there. It's a pretty good play for them, and they've been getting first downs out of it. So watch for that play all the way down the field here.
McKelvey in motion to the top. Quick screen over to Dillon. Bobbles it but hangs on to it. Barreling defenders with him. Gets across the 20 of Arizona. He finally gets knocked down. But he's got enough for a first down. Rush players wanting the flag for a little bit of unnecessary roughness, but they're not going to get it. But they do get a first down.
I need a stop here. How about a stop?
Got one the last time the Rush had the ball. Can the Rattler defense do another one? Mickna dropping back. Fires it to McKelvey in the middle of the zone. Gets inside the 10 to the 8. Close to another first down. Gain of 9 there. It's going to wind up being 2nd and 1 at the Rattler 9.
Well, again, let's make them work for everything.
And whistles. Yeah, we
Official
got
timeout.
And we're not sure for what. Maybe they're discussing the spot of the ball.
Wait a second. He said reset at the 5:25, and they put 5:24. Look at this, and then they run it. They never did set it to 5:25.
Well, 1st and goal now for Chicago at the Arizona 8. Big possession for the Rush. Mickna dropping back, has time, winds up in the arms of Marcus Pittman, and that's going to be a sack.
What I like about that, any play that makes it tough for them to get down the field, I'll say it again, is taking time off the clock.
That's what we call a coverage sack.
It is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. McKelvey in motion, down to the bottom. Mickna drops back. He's got time. Now he's getting flushed. Throws it away for Johnson, for Dillon. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. So now it's 42-39. And now trailing by 3. What will the Rush do for a conversion play here?
Kick a field goal.
And you've also got Pittman out there. Where is that? It's more like, I think that's Hawthorne. Nope.
No, it's Pittman.
Pittman running off with some sort of equipment problem potentially. So the Rattlers got to get a substitute in here, but Chicago's going to go for 2. So this is going to be a big play for the Rush. We trickle down to 4:15 left.
It's a huge play.
Dillon to the bottom, McKelvey, Gray on the far side. And
what's going on here? There we go. We got the game clock reset to 4:20.
All right, so it's going to be Dillon on the top of the screen, McKelvey in the middle, Gray on the bottom. Dillon goes in motion. Mickna drops back. He's got time. Fires it, and that is broken up, but we have a flag, which looks like it's going to be interference.
All right.
So Chicago will get another crack at the 2. Virgil Gray gets called for the infraction there. And they'll redo the try from the 1. Pittman comes back out on the field after having his equipment fixed there. And actually, they're going to try and kick the extra point.
But will they?
That's a good question. Gould has missed 2 so far tonight. But even if he misses this one, it still is a field goal game. And we have more flags. Play clock ran out, delay game. Moving back 5 yards. Now they're definitely going to have to try and kick the extra point. And Gould's upset with the referee about it. Something you don't see quite often, a place kicker arguing with the referee.
Yeah.
Calls upheld.
Yeah.
So
didn't matter how much Gould was yelling. He wasn't going to. The ref wasn't going to change his mind.
So the extra point comes from 5 yards back, which can make a world of difference. Kick is up. He nails it anyway.
Yep.
42-40. 4:02 left. The Rattlers still hold on to the lead. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Please turn your attention now to Red TV for tonight's Internet Technologies hit of the game. Floyd is tonight's Internet Technologies hit of the game. Ninth man contest time on the carpet. Time for the Arizona Lottery Kid to Win contest. And here's your host, Amani J of the Rat Pack.
Thanks, Jeff. Arizona Rattlers fan, please make some noise for our contestants, Mark. All right, Mark, you have the chance to win $100 in Albertsons groceries. So if you're ready, right now, Summer's going to place the tee down, place the ball on the tee, and kick a field goal from the 10-yard line. Are you ready? You stretch? You good? Let's go. Arizona Rattlers fans, make some noise for Mark!
Back again at the U.S. Airways Center. It's a 2-point game, 42-40. The Rattlers lead the rush. 4:02 left in regulation time.
I'm looking for an onside kick.
You know, this wouldn't be it wouldn't come as a shock if it happened.
I mean, there's 4 minutes to go in the game.
But it's still a one-possession game, as even a field goal will win. But as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, place kicking has been dicey for the rush, to say the least. Chris Gould has only hit 2 of 10 field goals this season. Do you really want, if you're Chicago, do you want to try and trust that kicker to win a game for you with his track record?
Just over 4 minutes to go. Let's build on that lead and get win number 8. Come on, like man.
Good question, though.
Yep. Let's see. I'm thinking onside.
Well, Virgil Gray is going to be back to return this one. Gould to tee it up. Now, question is, though, one, will it even stay in bounds, and will Gray have a chance to return it, because he's nearly broken it twice tonight.
Yeah, let's see him break it this time. If they wind up kicking it all the way back, that is. Let's just see. Yep, it's all the way.
Hammers it deep. Gray fishes it out of the net, out of the back of the end zone. 5, 10, 15 going left, and the kicker, Gould, tackles him at the 18. Good field position for the Rattlers to start the next drive.
Virgil Gray doing it again. I guess I was just a little bit surprised that it didn't go all the way back, get off the net. I just thought it was going to be a onside kick there.
Gray did a nice job of finding the hole in the middle there and trying to bust to the outside, but Gould was able to fight off Gray's stiff arm and ride him into the boards. So, how will Dobble and the Rattlers answer? Windsor on top, Harvey in the middle, Guthers in motion. Slant to Windsor. Gets to the 20. Hauled down at about the 23, gain of 5.
Yep, I think that's what you're going to see here, too. I don't see any long passes. I see some short passes, trying to take some time off the clock, but moving the ball down the field.
That's just all it needs to be is simple 5- and 6-yard pass plays. Nothing spectacular, nothing fancy. But in the unlikely event a quarterback happens to fall down, over the top. And there's going to be a flag. That's probably going to be offside on Chicago. If so, it's an automatic first down for the Rattlers. That's exactly what it is.
Yep. Yeah, we like those too. We'll take those.
Absolutely. So the ball crosses midfield. It gets placed at the 22.
Did you see attendance being announced tonight? I never saw it.
No, I have not seen that yet either.
I'm going to see if I can get that attendance.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 5-figure kind of night because this place looks really full.
Well, I guess I'm not going to get the attendance.
Or not. All right. 1st and 10 at the 22 of the rush. Davila drops back. Nice pocket. He's going to run. Davila breaks a tackle. Gets to the 15. Crosses there. Davila with a 7-yard gain, which is kind of a surprise there. And
yeah, you don't see him run too much.
Usually when you see Davila running, it's on a quick quarterback counter right behind 2 or 3 linemen. Not free in the open field like that.
Well, he saw an open lane in there, and he just took it.
So Davila gets 7. It's 2nd and 3 at the Chicago 15. Harvey in motion. Davila to Harvey to 10. Got a first down. Hall drags him down. 1st and goal Rattlers.
And another first down, and I just heard that the attendance was 9,000, even though when I take a look around tonight, it looks some of the biggest crowd because as I'm looking at the upper deck tonight, it's definitely the most full that I've seen, the upper deck.
Yeah. Now, can the Rattlers put a real big nail in the rush coffin? Slant pass to Trandon Harvey at the 5. Got a block from Windsor down to the 3. Getting closer to the end zone. Also getting closer to the 1-minute timing rule.
That's right. That's right.
Second
Exactly.
look, little slant. Windsor the block on Hall. Another block there, and they're getting close. Gain of 5. 2nd and goal at the 3.
And what you're going to see is they're going to take this right down to the 1 minute right now. They're not going to run another play, and we're going to go right into that 1 minute warning.
Well, there's a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them as well. Rattlers lead at 42-40, but they're threatening to score. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on Nifty TV.
Good news night, man. We're in the lead, and it's free T-shirt time.
In the game, Arizona leads Chicago 42-40. It's T-shirt time, and hopefully for the Rattlers, it's touchdown time.
Yes. Hopefully we need to get this game wrapped up.
And ideally, take as much time off the clock as possible and make this a 2-possession game with a touchdown and any PAT. That's what you got to be looking for here for the Rattlers. So you know what takes time off the clock, don't you? You know what?
Odie Express.
That's right. And, you know, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple runs from Odie because if he doesn't get in the end zone, he's going to force Chicago to burn some timeouts to preserve clock.
Right.
So, all I'm looking for here is Give Armstrong. Harvey's the motion man. Gellers and Windsor down at the bottom of the screen. Guess what? Give Odie going left. Does not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to stop the clock. So that is
not what you wanted.
Absolutely not.
Arizona did not gain positive yardage, therefore the clock stops. Third down.
So that's almost as good as another timeout. So he went from a 3 backwards to the 7. That's a 4-yard loss for Odie.
Well, you know what? Let's just see him get in the end zone. Let's take 2 shots now in the end zone.
But then again, I mean, Chicago had to be ready and expecting it, so it's not that surprising.
Right.
Gellers in motion. Davila drops back. Time to throw it. Throws for the end zone. Got it. Jason Gellers. Touchdown, Arizona.
And we said it before many times during this season. That was a bullet by Nick Davila. And if he didn't, luckily, Gellers, that was Gellers who caught it.
Yeah.
Luckily, he had his hands there. Otherwise, that ball would have been through his body.
And you know, just like the game with Orlando, this was Gellers' only touchdown catch of the night. Scotcha hits the extra point, key extra point. Yet again, Gellers comes through in the clutch. 49-40, Arizona leads it. 51 seconds to go. This is Pro Sports Broadcast.
Are you ready?
51 seconds remain after Steve Edwards was injured on the extra point. Took him a minute, but he's getting off the field with some assistance. So 51 seconds left. Arizona leads at 49-40. It's a 2-possession game. The Rattlers have got to make sure of 2 things. 1, they get that kick in bounds, and 2, they cover it.
You know,
because Jason Simpson broke one back earlier this game. You don't want him to do it again.
Yeah, I don't know what the philosophy will be here on the kickoff by the Rattlers, because one thing is they haven't been very good at stopping the the rush tonight. The rush has done a great job, right? As well as the Rattlers on their kickoff returns. But I don't know what you do here.
Well, we'll see what Fabrizio Scotch has got in mind. The old kick it deep play. Off the net, that hit the Casino Arizona sign there, so that makes it a touchback, and that nullifies any chance Simpson had to return it.
Well, you got a lot of fans standing on their feet here for the last 51 seconds.
Yeah.
And the announced crowd was 9,000, but I don't know. It looks bigger than that. We've been here for every game, and this by far, by eyeball, looks like the largest crowd.
Well, let's see what the rush can do here. Down by 9 with 51 seconds to go. Mikna dropping back, fires it, got a man complete. That's going to be Gray at the 14. A gain of 9, and he's knocked out of bounds. So clock will stop.
Chicago actually took a timeout there.
Okay, apparently Gray did not get out of bounds on the play, so Chicago takes first to 3.
And we're going to keep it right here.
So 44 seconds now left on the clock. Second and 1 coming up here from the 14. But
Well,
again, Chicago's got to score twice.
Chicago has to score twice, right? That's huge. So
Those missed extra points by Gould earlier in the game. Again, coming back to haunt the Rush.
well, one thing is, if the Rush score here, they will definitely kick an onside kick.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm looking for a pick right here.
Mickna drops back under pressure, dances around, fires it. He's got Gray. Gray at the 7, twisting and turning, ridden into the boards by Floyd at the 4. And looks like Marquise Floyd went down pretty hard, and a couple of Rattlers are calling for the trainer.
Yeah, he actually had a couple players shaken up on that. Gray was also shaken up on the rush, and he went back to the bench also.
But he went back to the bench running. Floyd is apparently still down there along the dasher board.
And the crowd is very quiet.
So 32-yard gain on that play. We'll have to see how Floyd's doing. He's back up. And he's going to have to come out for at least one play.
Well. Oh, you hear that? Arizona has taken a timeout just to keep Floyd in the game.
Well, there goes that answer.
Yeah.
So. Now the question is, what will the Rush do? Mickna breaks the huddle. 35 seconds left in regulation. Fans starting to get on their feet. Dillon in motion. Gray at the bottom. Mickna drops back, looking. He's got time. He's got pressure. He slips away from Hawthorne. Fires for the end zone. Tip, deflected, drop, fumble. What happened? Touchdown, Chicago. What a bizarre play.
Let's watch the replay on this. The referees are talking in this one over.
I'm befuddled. So Mickna was under pressure by Hawthorne, rolled away from it, threw it. It looked like it was caught, dropped, fumbled, recovered by Chicago in the end zone. Rattlers are saying it wasn't even a catch to begin with. I don't think Dillon got his hands on that. And there's a pretty good discussion going on at the goal line that I'd like to be a fly on the wall for.
Let's see. Here's the ref's call.
Fans are chanting incomplete.
The ball was ruled complete by the Chicago player. He then fumbled the football from the field of play forward, where it was recovered by a teammate. By rule, the ball is brought back to the spot of the fumble and is dead there. And the second down for Chicago at the 1-yard line.
Okay, as you probably heard the referee, the ball was fumbled.
So it's a catch, it's a fumble. No holy roller, though.
Right.
So second goal at the 1. Sean Hockley with a great explanation there.
Very good. Yes. I could even understand exactly what he was saying, and I could figure that one out.
Rush take their second timeout of the half. 24 seconds to go. And don't forget, next Rattler game, Friday night on the NFL Network in New Orleans in the Graveyard against the Voodoo. So, don't forget, short week.
Very short week, that's right.
Plus the travel to New Orleans.
Long trip.
So, fans are getting on their feet. Now this building is starting to get loud. This is the kind of energy and enthusiasm we were waiting on pretty much all game.
Yeah, exactly. For the Rush, they need to score here, and they need to score here. They need to score quick.
Yes. Pretty much any sort of turnover ends this game for Chicago. So they've got to score, get a conversion, and get it back. Now let's see what the Rattler defense can cook up here. McNutt under center, McKelvey in motion. Give us to the fullback, Kenton. He gets in.
They fumbled?
Ref signal touchdown before the ball came out.
Okay.
That is a touchdown.
All right.
Now, at 49-46 with 21 seconds left, what do you do for the extra point? They're going to try and kick it. Gold's missed 2 of them so far tonight.
This is very important for Chicago.
This is the difference between a field goal ties it and a field goal wins it for the Rush if they get the ball back. Snap's good, spot's good, holds good, Gold's good. 2-point game, 49-47, 21 seconds left in regulation. Pro Sports Broadcasting.
Next home game here in the Snake Pit is the Rattlers take on the Cleveland Gladiators at 7 p.m. Ticket information at 480-985-3292 or by logging on to ACRattlers.com. Make it a pleasure to be back here in the Snake Pit. The Rattlers and Gladiators Saturday night, May 28th at 7 p.m. Tonight's attendance, 9,000 screaming Rattlers fans. Thank you, Night Man, for proving once again the best fans in arena football are Rattlers fans. And they're going to prove it right now. 21 seconds to go. Get on your feet. Stand up and rise.
Back again in the Snake Pit. 21 seconds left. Arizona leads this one 49-47. Fans on their feet all over the stadium. And Chicago is going to go for the onside kick. Here it is. Chipped up. And that's a loose ball that is going to be recovered by the
Chicago.
Rush. Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
The fullback. The fullback got it. Johnny Curtin. So, Chicago now with 18 seconds left. We take a second look. Curtin dove on it. So, the Rush get it back on the onside kick, and the Rattler defense is going to have to rise to the occasion here.
Yeah. Well, they've had some of the best defense in the league. They need it right now.
22-yard line of Chicago is where the ball is. Remember, Gould has not hit a kick for more than 23 yards out this season, so ideally Chicago wants to get that ball about 10 yards downfield to give Gould a chance at something he can hit. Nickna drops back.
He got
Going
crushed.
for Gray. He's got it. And he's ridden out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. First down for the Rush.
And the Rush quarterback got crushed on that throw. Right as soon as he released it.
10 seconds left. 11 yards gain there. 10 seconds to go. Gray the man in motion. Nickna drops back. Looks left, fires it over the middle. Tipped, almost intercepted. Marquise Floyd couldn't get it. Gray couldn't get it for the Rush. 6 seconds left, 2nd and 10.
And here comes the field goal try right now.
So, well, 6 seconds left. Now, Gould's going to try this. It's going to be about a 25-yard field goal with where it's spotted.
Yep.
He is not hit from farther out than 23. Oh, just another average day in the office here on the Rattler broadcast.
Yeah, exactly. Another heart attack filled.
For the win, snap, spot, Gould
Good.
Got it. 1 second left.
Yikes.
Flag thrown, probably for excessive celebration, as the entire Chicago Rush team came off the bench. So now there's a key penalty thrown there. The question is, though, how will that be enforced?
No.
Because that's got to be excessive celebration.
Right.
So Chicago takes a 50-49 lead. 1 second left, one flag on the field. Here's the call.
After the field goal, number 37 took his helmet off prematurely, amongst others on the bench. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Chicago bench. That foul will be carried over to the first play after the kickoff. We will kick off and run one play after the kickoff.
Okay, so there you go. So the Rattlers will get one chance to run it back and one more play if they need it. If they need it.
You know what? I don't know if I can take this anymore. This is heart attack heaven right here.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's fun, and that's what makes arena football great.
So, 2 more plays left in this game, barring defensive penalties. Virgil Gray is going to be back to return it.
Well, you know what we've been saying all night?
He's due to break one.
He's due to break one. Well, if I were Chicago, I don't know if I'd keep somebody back.
So
but we got to get up for this one.
Yeah, the kick coverage will be interesting. So Gray is back, and Riley Swanson is the up back on this one. 1 second left in regulation. There's the kick.
That's what I figured.
And it's a squib kick, and we have whistles here. And that's going to be something on Chicago. The timeout was taken. Well, that was an interesting way to call a timeout because that would have been a live ball off the leg of Odie Armstrong.
You know, that was kind of interesting, though, because let's say the Rattlers would have recovered right there. And with that one extra play, that would have been, you know, it's still difficult.
The thing is, though, that if they would have recovered it right there, they would have had 1 second left. If, let's say, hit Odie in the leg and he fell on it.
But they still have an extra play anyway.
That's true. And at that point, you're looking at basically a 15-yard field goal, and I'm pretty sure Scotch could easily knock that through.
Right. You know what, with Scotcha?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mind. You know what? You line him up.
Yeah, wherever you get this ball back, when you get your one on time down,
just line him up.
Go for it.
That's
go
right.
for the field goal. And there is no such thing as a walk-off field goal. I'll say it right now. No such thing. All right, kickoff attempt number 2.
Yep.
Deep. Virgil Gray. Out of the nets. And that hung up a little bit too long. That's going to be a touchback. So, one play. So,
right at the 15.
There he is. Coming out, Scotcha.
Yep.
One chance to win it. Ball at the 15. So, Fabrizio Scotcha is going to try it from about 30 yards, 35 yards. He has got a strong leg. Only 1 for 3 this year on field goals, but we know he's got the power to hit it.
Right.
Now, as long as the snap is good and the hold is good, this could work.
Well, let's see.
Chicago's playing a prevent defense just in case the Rattlers try some chicanery. Scotcha for the win. Snap good, spot good. Kick Scotcha to the uprights. Wide, but it's a live ball. Does the Rush get it back? Rush recovers it.
They do.
That's the game.
That's it.
That's it. Chicago knocks off Arizona 50-49. Unbelievable finish. Well, that's it for tonight.
And a night that the Rattlers could have gone ahead big time in their division. What turns out is they don't lose any ground tonight in the division.
Right.
But
a missed
you know,
opportunity.
A missed opportunity.
All
exactly.
Right. Well, for Bob King Panaris, I'm Andrew the Hammer Nordmeyer. We'll do it again in 2 weeks when Cleveland comes calling. This is Pro Sports Broadcasting on FDTV.